Football, for the love of the game.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Friday night again. Friday night football club. Gun football. Always nice to be here every Friday night. Thank you for always finding time to join in. And apologies for always late. Apologies. Thank God it's Friday. That's my very good man from Canada. That is Atuba Salam. So I hail you. Kevin Marvel from Dubai. I hail you. Kevin Marvel, I'll be in Dubai very soon. Maybe we will meet. I'll be in Dubai very soon. Mike Regi from Austin, Texas. Thank you for joining. And like the video. Rashid Oladimeji, I have not seen you for a while. I mistakenly blocked him when I was trying to block one person. Rashid. If you know him, apologies. So guys, join me. Just try like the video as you join in, and also if you are new here and you have not subscribed to this channel, you just come on Friday nights to listen to us. Come on, you can do better. You can probably actually subscribe to the channel so that when we are live, we will get notifications of our live. Kola Bright, that's my man from Germany. Thank you, Kola, for finding time again to join this evening. Thank you, Kola Bright. Kola Bright is a regular. He's one of my hosts, but my hosts are running away. I'm so too. I'm so sorry. Dagbada is also my host, but they ran away. So guys, let me know where you're joining from so I can just hail you before I start. So I will not take too much time today. I hope that those that normally join us late, they will Abe, I hail you. Babatunde Adefoa from Philadelphia in the USA. How is America? Hope you are getting ready for the World Cup. So, Tyro Wahab is joining from Chicago. Hello, Wahab. How is Chicago this evening? Thank you, Wahab, for also finding time to join us. Abe from Atlanta. Thank you, Abe. Thank you for joining. We are spread around the world. This is Greg Koji joining from Australia. And Charles is joining from Texas. Yeah, your car is joining. Guys, when we are 50, we start. Jado is joining from Watford in England. So I saw one blog that Congo will be Nigeria and Fami. So when we are 50, I will kick that. So guys, if we have 20 likes, either one, okay, let me just say 25 likes, 50 people watching. Either we get 25 likes first before 50 people actually watch it. So anyone, I will start. Anyone will achieve first. So guys, as you join in, like the video. Taiwo Kwade from Dublin in Europe. Thank you. Ephraim is joining from North London. These Arsenal people. Okay. Congratulations to Arsenal for winning the Premier League. First time in 22 years. Shout out to my friends that are Arsenal fans. I'm happy for you. It's not been easy, that. Said is joining from Berlin in Germany. So Said, thank you for joining. 20 likes now. We need 3 more likes. Then we can start. 3 more likes, or we get to like 50 people watching. So Chisholm is watching from from Bahrain. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. 38 people watching, 23 likes, two more likes, we start. And there's some people like to join later, you know. Like you without joining from Ibadan in southwest Nigeria. Remy Ali, I don't know where Remy Ali is joining from, but Remy Ali sends super chat to us. So thank you, Remy Ali, for always supporting what we do here, and I appreciate you so much. I don't take you for granted. Thank you, Remy Ali, for joining. Thank you for joining, and also thank you for. So now we need 5 more viewers and 1 more likes. 1 more like so that we can actually start. 5 more viewers, 4 more viewers now. Then maybe probably 1 like. Okay, I think our like is complete. So I think we can now start. So others can actually join us later. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Friday night football club on Gun Football, and I'm your host, Bitlai. Thank you for always finding time to join me on this wonderful Friday evening. So, Said, thank you for joining. I think you're joining from Chicago. Thank you, Said. Said is joining from Chicago. Thank you for joining. So I know it's not easy to join this Friday night because a lot of people actually maybe in club and join with their family, but some of which is find time to join us this Friday night. I appreciate all of you. So we have 50 people watching, 27 likes. So I think we're good to go now. So guys, I always start from on the home front. Charity always begins at home, and we talk about the local league. Then I will dive into Nigerian national team football. A lot to talk about today. So let me just quickly start with the local league. So this weekend it will be the grand finale of the Nigeria Football Premier League, and it won't be short of excitement. I can tell you. There's a lot of things to actually talk about. Sorry, one sec, guys. So there's a lot of things to actually talk about. Rangers is on top. They are currently in Lagos now. They will be playing against Ikorodu City. You can see Ikorodu City. They are also fighting for continental tickets. So it's going to be very interesting. I saw like a lot of fans from Rangers traveled from Enugu, so traveled from Enugu to to Lagos, and it was very. I saw that that's commitment, and I'm also hearing that the people in Lagos, they are trying to mobilize traders. So come on, because if Rangers can beat Ikorodu in Lagos, Rangers will be the NPFL champion. So anything rather than a victory, I think Rivers United might probably win it, at the end of the day. So it's going to be very interesting. So, and apart from so apart from apart from the league title, also that we're actually fighting for. Apart from the league title, we also have what's it called? There's also relegation dogfight too. You can see that Raymond Stars, they are 16th on the table. They'll be playing in Benin City at the Sam Gbumedia Stadium in Benin City against Bender Insurance. So Bender cannot qualify for the continent again. So that means that it's not important for them. Where they finish, it's not important for them. So we see exactly what will happen in that game. And that Warri Wolves, they are neighbors with Bender Insurance. So maybe probably they'll be begging Bender Insurance to do them a favor to beat Raymond Stars in Benin City. So that if they win their game, Warri Wolves will actually will be in the Premier League. So the game is Barao. We play at the Sunny Abacha Stadium in Kano against Nasarawa United. Bayelsa will play in Yenagoa, already relegated Bayelsa, against Kwara United. Bender Insurance, I told you earlier, will be at the Sam Ogbomudia Stadium in Benin City to face Raymond Stars. Enyimba, at the Enyimba Stadium, will look for a way to get at least a draw against Economic Warriors and escape relegation. Imagine saying Enyimba should escape relegation. That's very funny. Ikorodu City, the Yoga Boys will be at home, fighting for the CAF Conference Cup ticket at the Johnson Arena, Mobilize Johnson Arena in Lagos, when they face Rangers International of Enugu. The Flying Antelopes. And Kun Khalifa will be at the Dan Iron Stadium in Owerri when they host already relegated Wiki Tourists of Bauchi. Niger Tornadoes will be at the Kotangora Stadium in Mina when they host Shooting Stars fighting for CAF Conference Cup tickets too. Plateau United will play against Kano Pillars at the New Jos Stadium. So while Rivers United we host Katsina United, hoping that a victory will be enough, at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium. A victory will be enough to qualify to win the league. If they beat Katsina and Rangers fails to beat Ikorodu City in Lagos, then Rangers will be the champion. Sorry, Rivers will be the champion. So Warri Wolves too will be hoping to avoid relegation. They will play at the Warri Township Stadium against Abia Warriors. So that's the league. That's the fixtures for this weekend. I wish my team, Raymond Stars, the very best of luck. I hope that Raymond Stars can manage at least beat Bender Insurance in Benin City, so that we can be in the Premier League lessons. I know that the owner doesn't really care that much against this Remo team. The NPFL is not profitable. He's just like a charity organization, and I'm even hearing that he's looking for a way to give it to the next Ogun State government. Maybe probably the incoming governor might be interested in sports. Just take over Remo and be the state team, because the Premier League, the NPFL, is not really productive. Not really. There's no profit there. So that is that on the this thing. That is that on the NPFL. So I discussed about that too last weekend. So let's move on quickly to national team news. Our female under 17 team. It's courtesy of, I got this graphic courtesy of Ademola TV. Our female under 17 team will play against Guinea in Abidjan. I told you last week that Guinea, they don't have any FIFA or CAF approved stadium. So the last game they played in Niamey, Nigeria Republic. So there's no pitch in Guinea that is suitable for this type of game. So they had to go and play at the Ofenagian Bonyi Stadium in Abidjan. So that's where they're going to be hosting the Flamingos. And I don't know the reason why they are doing that. Why can't they play the two games in Kenya or in Nigeria? But I wish them actually luck. That'd be very, very hard. I've been following the Guinea, FA Facebook page too. They know that it's going to be very tough to get a result against Nigeria, but they know that these girls, got to this place already. They can. It's a game of football. They can do anything. So I'm happy that it's going to be a neutral venue, and the pitch is not a poor pitch. So let's wait and let's see what the guys can actually do. I think the game is going to be live on Guinea Facebook page, the Guinea FA Facebook page. If you are interested, you can DM me. I can send you the link if you cannot find the link. I wish our guests, the Flamingos, the very best of luck in that game. I hope that they can get a good result in Abidjan. So when they return to Nigeria, it's going to be like a mere war formality. So I wish the team the very best of luck. So apart from playing against Guinea, before the team traveled out of the country, there is a video circulating on social media, and that the poor state of their hotel. So let me allow you to watch the video, and I will talk about that now. So I don't know. This is actually a video that was, published online to show the poor state of the pitch. For me, I don't know why the background music, but it's just very, very bad. And I can tell you that nobody should be. They should not put anybody to that state. Again, I can tell you for the fact, because if you're a footballer, you should be able, you have at least, you'll be able to prepare well for games. But when I saw the facility there, but it's even worse than boarding school in Nigeria. So I just think that it's extremely very bad for you to put the guests in that state. And I think that it's extremely it's uncalled for. See, we used to complain in Nigeria that there's no money, that we don't know exactly, there's no money to do all these things. I understand that the NFF is building new facility in Abuja for the national team. But do NFF need to wait for FIFA to come and build that facility? Why can't the government, why can't the NFF even do their own first? And talking about doing facility, look at Benin Republic, because sometimes we compare ourselves to Europe, Morocco, we are too far. Just look at Benin Republic. Look at Benin Republic. This hostel is for the girls under 17, under 20, not even the main team. This hotel is for the under 20 hostel, under 20 and under 17. So, the one that NFF is building is for all the national team. And look at the pitch. Look at the pitch. This is the pitch. This is the training for, can you see? Benin Republic Football Federation. This is just for underage. For women underage. They want them to have their own privacy. Everything. I don't understand why we make things so difficult. We make things so difficult. This is Benin Republic now. This is not Morocco. This is not Morocco. Guys, it's like button. 34 likes, 107 people watching, guys. It's like button. You see, why can't we make excuse? Okay, it's Benin Republic. Are they stealing money from somewhere that they can do all these things? They are not waiting for FIFA. Are they stealing some money somewhere? Why is Benin Republic can do all these things? Nigeria, we cannot do it. Why? No camp. They are trying to, girls underage separately, boys underage separately. You know what they are doing in the Benin Republic now? They organized camping in France that Benin Republic eligible players should come there. They want to bring them back home, come and show them facility that, we can also offer you something. That is a country that plans. So, sometimes people come here and defend the NFL. No money. Ibrahim Gusso want to kill himself and become the NFL president again. No money. This hotel I'm talking about, I didn't show you the completion, the newest picture. They're about to finish it. The pitch is almost ready. I don't know the reason why. And then when it comes to Nigeria, is excuse. This thing, excuse. Why? Why are other countries doing it? And you cannot do it. Why? You can't cram the girls in, why? Why? We make excuse for these people. It's extremely bad. I just hope that things change because, those that normally defend the NFF, I don't know, they don't have conscience. I will just put it that way. They don't have conscience because, Togo, this Benin Republic, Togo, they are doing their own. Nigerian Republic, they are doing their own. It's when it comes to these people, it's going to be excuse or the other. Why? So that is that. The girls, I hope that they will not investigate who leaked that video because that's what they normally do, and they will now look for who they can use to make a scapegoat. So that is that. So let's just move on quickly on to our this thing. So the Unity Cup game, Unity Cup. But before let me just see. I want to bring somebody on to talk about the female national team before I go to Unity Cup to come and talk about the female national team. Then to come and talk about the female national team so that and now move on to Super Eagles just for like 10 or so, and just talk about what they are facing, and everything. Don't know. When it comes to excuse. You do this thing, you are failing. Excuse. You are doing this thing. Excuse. So I'm coming to address. Great excuse. So that is that. So let me just move on to Unity Cup. Unity Cup list actually what came out this week. Forgot about that this week. But let me just try and and go over the list again, and give you my quick opinion. I already made a video about the Unity Cup before. I'll just try and like do this one. So goalkeepers Uzo already gone over the list, and you guys have already seen the list before in the past. So in my own opinion, changes are actually what happened. Players have been called up to replace another one. Zadok Joanna will not be part of this team again. I don't think his club will not release him. I think he's probably suffering from injury, so his club will not release him. And I think that he's been replaced by Yiraso. Yiraso played during the what's it called, the last couple of games in Austria. So Yiraso will replace Zadok Joanna. So it wasn't considered initially, but now that Joanna will not be available, Yiraso will be in the team to replace him. Maybe probably he have his own time to what to also shine. So, and there's also, is he a player called Arumaron? I don't know, maybe I got okay, the picture is not actually what here. And this is the second chance. Yeah, I agree with you too. This is the second chance for him to deliver for Yira. So I hope that he can actually what Manu, yeah, it is Ananu, it's Manu, I don't know. So I just hope that he can actually what deliver, very well. So, for just a couple, I'll just have like a quick, chat with guests about Nigerian football. I'm going to just take her on for like a few minutes. Then I will now continue with our Super Eagles story. When she's ready, I will try and like get her in. So that is that on the replacement. For me, I think it's a very Tijani alarming. Yes, alarming. So for me, I think it's a fair list. I've already given my opinion about it initially. I think it's a fair list. I think they need leaders. That's the reason why I think Wilfred is there. And also new players are there to prove themselves. So Michael Atata is just 20 years of age from Ikorodu City. He's a goalkeeper, but unfortunately, it will not be in goal today against tomorrow. Against Rangers? So he's 20 years of age. it can probably be the Nigeria under 23 goalkeeper, or part of Nigeria under 23 goalkeeper if he's good enough. So for me, I think the exposure will be very good for Michael Atata of Ikorodu City. So I don't know. So there's also Elias Ochubi. Chibueze Oputa is a right back from Rangers, very, very mobile right back, has been instrumental to their push for the title this year. This year. And there's also Obinan Boke of Rangers. He was a former Nigerian under 20 international, a left back by trade. He's also there. He's still on that 2032. So there's also Elias Oshobi too, a left back from Rivers United. So he has been also been very good, for them this year. So let's see exactly what the new boys, the home base, can actually bring now. But there's also Aderemi Adero of Ikorodu City, Ayobami Junior. People have been clamoring, but that boy is 27 years of age already. So he has been in the NPFL for like 12 years now. So and he's still 27 years of age. So he cannot play at 23 again. I think uh, I think uh, I think he's, I don't know exactly what to expect from him. So Super Eagle is the only opportunity for Ayobami Junior to actually to play for Nigeria. So let's see. I'm still waiting for Ife to join him, but I think the camera is not switched on. The guy in Natality, I don't know. I'm not his father. So up front, I would have loved to see Zadok Yuana, but unfortunately, he will not be there. Femi Aziz excite me, and also uh, Philip Otele. So players like uh, Oseni Owen is a newbie, in this system, and he's going to probably, maybe be a player for the future. I'm hearing that championship club or a move abroad is on the cards for Owen Oseni. So maybe probably a move to Spain can really help him more. But with due respect to him, if he didn't move, he's going to be similar to Olusegun that plays in Russia. Just come for one game, then that's all. So, uh, so Unity. Apart from that, there's also the friendly games in June. Will be Bingos and there. Victor Osimhen is there, so there is no surprise. I'm not surprised by this list. So I just think that the only surprise there is Oseni Owen, and I think that Oseni Owen is there because some players are not available. Players like uh, Aziz is not available. For me, Aziz is not available. He excuse himself. He wants to sort out. Uh, uh, he wants to sort out. He wants to sort out his. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, yeah. So I think so. Let me just sort out this feature. I'm going to bring my guest on very quickly. It's just go back and tell me information about what is going on, in Nigerian football. So, about the list for me, okay, list, please with the list, and I don't think I have any qualms about the list. Actually, Eric Chair wants to make sure that the ranking doesn't go down because the World Cup qualifier draw will be happening maybe probably later this year or early next year. So, if we have if we are ranked higher, I think he's going to really actually what. No, Aziz is not available for June friendly. He wants to sort out his future. Also wants to sort out his future. He has to be excused. I'm talking about Aziz is not available for June friendly. He wants to start his future with Meanwhile. There's a move to Aston Villa on the cards, a move to Ipswich on the card, and also a move to Bournemouth on the card. So he wants to sort out that one. So he asks to be excused. That's why Femi Aziz is not here. So I'm going to come back to the Super Eagles, but I don't want to keep my guest waiting. So I'm going to just try and bring her on. very quickly. So I'm bringing out positive energy vibes. You guys know. Um, so okay, she's not. she's left again. Okay, maybe probably when this thing is on. When our this thing is on, she can be able to join back again. I think. Okay, I'm gonna put her back. I think she's back now. So, Femi Aziz, the Nigerian Rafinha. Okay, Nigerian Rafinha. Now we're done. The non starts. So let me bring Ifeoluwa on. So yeah, thank you. I know that people have been clamoring that they need an update from you. So thank you for finding time to join today. I know that you are very, very busy. The time difference is also there. But thank you for having time. Thank you for joining today. So I don't want to waste your time too much. So let's talk about it. What has been people say, come on, update about the protest and everything. What has been going on about the protest?
Yeah, I'm so sorry I've not been available. It's just been
Yes,
I've been on a roller coaster and I
I
practically
understand
almost
that.
broke down this past week, so I'm really trying so hard to rest and come back fully.
Yeah,
So we tried to organize a protest like twice,
yeah,
and they used the police to stop the protest.
yeah.
And the first one I actually found out like a week after that some guys were actually brutalized during
Mm-mm.
the first protest. I did not know. I was shocked. Somehow, my heart just reached out to those guys, and I put up a post on Facebook that anybody that knows them should ask them to reach out to me. Apparently, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know they live in Abuja. They
Mm-hmm.
were there with their camera, everything. So you know how they station policemen at different spots around the stadium, just and they'll be asking them, profiling them to be sure they're going in for business
Yeah,
or for the protest.
yeah,
Apparently these guys were recording them. Then they just went. I don't know what they told them. So some guys now came from inside. Um, I said they were driving and they said, oh, some of the protesters are already inside and they were coming to get them. I don't know how they just
yeah,
managed to fall for that. So they got
yeah.
put those guys in the car they came in. They
Mm-hmm.
said the car could not contain every one of them. So
Mm-hmm.
they just I think they took maybe two or three of them. The
Mm-hmm.
next thing was they drove them to a place to beat them, destroy their cameras, their SD
Yeah.
cards, and drop them off around the
Mm-mm.
airport. It was that for me that's the height of barbarism. Like nobody that went for that protest was armed in any way at all. You guys
Mm-hmm.
came with armed policemen, armed vigilante, guys to intimidate protesters. If your hands were clean,
Yeah.
why are you going, this length? I was so disappointed and I was
Pointed.
so livid, that
Yeah.
peaceful protesters were treated this way just because you have whatever it is you want to hide. And I feel
Yeah.
Nigerians are also not angry enough. That's the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it looks like everybody is comfortable being a keypad warrior. And
Yeah.
since the day I've been watching football, this keypad warrior thing is never going to work. These guys know
Mm-hmm.
what they are doing. They only
Mm-hmm.
feel the pressure when they know the Nigerians are about to go against them.
Yeah.
And
So
it's business as usual,
yeah.
when they just know that all you do is just yell from your
When
laptop
we're
and
listening.
nothing is going to
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Talking about pressure, I saw the video of Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso. I don't know if it's
Hmm.
Malam, today, and
I don't even care who he is.
he
Honestly, I don't
responded
care.
to the allegation of falcons. You mentioned that people have been making noise. I
I,
don't know if you saw
it's,
that video.
I did not. I saw the video. I did not watch. Honestly, I don't bother myself about some things. These guys,
Yeah, he
one of the things
responded.
I appreciate about your support and every other person on the team, is the fact that it put them under a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that first one, they
Yeah,
knew that something was about to happen.
yeah.
The second one was so bad that the guy that took the letter to the police, what's it called, command, was
Yeah.
stylishly detained
Mm-hmm.
all day.
Yeah.
So I got
That's
a
been,
funny message from them at the police to say that, oh, we needed to change the name of the signatory and the name of our protest. And initially I was a bit confused. I think I sent it to you then.
yeah.
After some time, I slept, woke up, and I realized that, see, these guys are trying to water down the effects of what we started. And at that
Mm-hmm.
point, I'm like, no, this is not going to happen. So from the blues, the man sent me a message again, same day, later at night, to say that, oh, we can now choose a new date for the protest. But
Yeah.
these guys know that once they keep frustrating these things, the momentum is going to go down.
Yeah.
And you spend money to do all these things too.
Yeah.
It's not like you just
It's
work
not
and
free.
say you
Yeah.
want to do it. It's a lot of money, which most
Yeah.
people don't even realize and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I
so
know.
because of the back and forth and the timing, everybody just said, you know what, let's just go for a press conference. You know, that press, there's some things I can't see on camera, but beyond that press conference, we are still pushing some buttons. And I think they are feeling, I think I shared it with you too, you know, which I know that they are feeling that heat, which is why it's coming, because Guswa never speaks to the camera.
He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk. He's just always hiding. You know, maybe you see Sanusi all over the place, and you know, maybe the guy at NSC talking and all. He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk.
So I know that, you know, the media houses that came through the first and second protest, you know, the press conference, Arise, big shout out to Arise TV. I told my friend, I said, whatever media station would amplify our voices, I don't mind. I'll go for them, you know. And that's the most important thing. I understand that TVC, their sports host is the Super Eagles, the media officers. I understand all those, but the truth of the matter is, if we continue going around in these circles of everybody looking at their vested interests, at the end of the day, everyone invested in football will be the biggest loser. For example, we are not going to this World Cup. You don't want to know the layers of, you know, I just read today that Ghana is planning on taking 3 players because at the end of the day, the money that will trickle down to those clubs, you know, and you know, by default to develop their football. We are talking about $150,000 at least. If they even don't, that's if they don't go past the group stage per club. So 3 clubs having to handle that kind of money, you can see the grassroots development or whatever, you know, progress will come to the Ghana FA. But you know, in Nigeria, we always think about, and I always say it, once you are not invested in progress, you always be penny wise and pound foolish. We would not have spent $1 million to hire a coach and pay them throughout that period of the World Cup qualification. We were losing over $60 million.
I agree.
Because people can't think. People are not forward thinking. You know, they prefer the crumbs that they can get immediately, forgetting that there's a bigger picture. You know, the kind of people, even in the, honestly, I saw what Senegal did today to announce the World Cup. I don't know if you've seen it, the video to announce the World Cup squad.
The World Cup, I've not seen that.
Honestly, no offense, all these people running our FA should be washing toilets in the FSF. Honestly, you need to go and see. They should be washing toilets and cleaning the floor. I'm very serious. That's how bad things have deteriorated. These people have no business. Go and check what Senegal did with the announcement. I was so impressed. I had to watch the full video.
And I even the chairman of the Senegalese Football Federation, they have bigger plan.
It's already obvious.
They said that,
I tagged you in the video now. You need to find time to watch it. I was so impressed. For me to put, you know me, I won't put anything in another federation, but I was so impressed. I'm like, see, these people are very intentional about what they want to do with football. But we're still packing liabilities to become technical when they are done with all the lavish spending in Europe that they earned when they were doing big boy and whatever it is, and stressing Nigerians that they are the big boys playing football. They retire and they become desperate and liabilities to Nigeria. That's why I see, because some of them have no business being on the technical team. What is their qualification? How have they even they even dashed you this thing for the sake of you are an ex. I can't call them legends, unfortunately. Our next player, then you can't even develop yourself. Then the next thing you'll be going on air to be threatening players that they should mind how they criticize NFF. What has NFF done for them not to be criticized?
I was surprised. Someone like Victor.
And the poor girl just went quiet. I'm like, who is this one? From where? You played football, you earned money. Don't come and become a liability. We did not spend your money together. I beg you, spend it on your family and whatever the lifestyle you chose to, embrace. Some things are very irritating to me. You had the privilege of wearing the badge. You played. You got the fame, the money. At some point they were calling him Prince of Monaco, whatever it is. I beg you to enjoy it. Don't be a liability to our football if you have not developed yourself. We have players like Emenalo, like Utaka. These players have done well for themselves to evolve after football. And they're not a liability. They're not a nuisance. I will be happy if someone like Utaka comes to coach the Super Falcons. So when I hear people like Ikpepa, they're just talking in the nonsense. I'm like, what have we done to deserve this kind of people, honestly, running our football? And that's why we're not growing. Even the female team, if I go into details, is set up for disaster eventually. This female football, honestly.
Let me just so as I can be fast. So, talking about the flamingos, some of the pictures, the videos of what happened with the flamingos. So, see, that one is abuse. That is normal abuse. Nobody should be in that situation. Imagine serving the fatherland, and I saw what Benin Republic is building. I showed them here. for their underage women's team, trying to give those girls privacy. What is
but that's the way the world is going. See,
what is privacy here?
Someone was saying that don't we have a safeguarding officer? If you are familiar with FIFA, I said these guys in there don't even know what a safeguarding officer is. That's the truth of the matter, because you can actually have hired one to walk through all the female football category and just one for the male, so that there are certain standards that has to be maintained. But these guys don't even care about. They don't even know who a safeguarding officer is. I can guarantee that. So I was just laughing at the person that you don't even understand the kind of people we are dealing with. They're so backward in their thinking that you put people that will wear the badge. You put, but honestly, you know what I thought about? Can you remember when they put the Super Falcons in the last AFCON?
Yeah,
looking like 6x6. So what would you expect really for under 17? Let's be honest. If they can allow a Super Falcons stay in that kind of accommodation, honestly,
it is very bad. So let me ask you a question. Ibrahim Guzo in that video said that he used to get friendly games, but the team that they are meant to play will withdraw from the game and they will not play again. That's what has been happening for the past. What's your take on that?
But Guso is not smart. Let me be honest with you. He's not a smart guy. And I'll tell you the truth. See, it's only a dunce that doesn't know anything about football that does not know that if you're inviting a federation, you're going to pay them. But because you are waiting for them to invite, and they'll do you anyhow. Anybody that will know that they will make money. And let's be honest with ourselves. See, what magic did Zambia and others pull to be playing Brazil, to be playing US, to be playing Canada, to be playing Japan. I think South Africa is playing Japan now. What is it with all this Cameroon, low budget, this thing that they be saying they pulled out? Cape Verde will pull out. South Sudan, should we even open our mouth and say that I want to play Togo? Let's be honest ourselves. So all the nonsense they are even saying itself, it's only a done that doesn't understand football that will fall for it. Let's look at it. You think a high profile country that will go for and pay them will tell us they're not playing at the last minute? They're more than happy to, because they know it's a good test for even their players. And this morning I was thinking about the fact that if only Randy has stayed back, right now we should be slugging it out with Japan, with countries like Japan.
Yeah.
Not Cameroon, Togo, Cape Verde, South Sudan. Embarrassing,
Yeah, even said that South Sudan. I don't know where South Sudan was part of.
How can he open his mouth to say, is he not ashamed to open his mouth and call those countries? Let's ask ourselves the truth. A whole federation chamber, president
against Togo.
Against even this Senegal is honestly, even this Senegal is below par. Let's be honest. The only thing is that Senegal has really invested and they are trying. Yeah, that's why I'm not really heavy on criticizing them. But that is, South Africa is playing Japan for crying out. We shouldn't be playing this kind of opposition.
Zambia is playing England, is it?
They said they want to play England. I didn't really follow through. They said they like to play England. They've been working on it. So you can imagine the nonsense coming out from his mouth to say that they pulled out. Go and look for tough opposition. Play the Netherlands. Play Germany. And let's look at England. Let's look at Jamaica. I would have loved that, because the highest goal scorer at the WSL is actually a Jamaican. So I would have loved that defense to be properly tested.
Yeah. I know about
that's why
you get
sure. Yeah, sure. She's, so I don't mind those countries. And the Jamaica thing was, I told someone, I said it's an illegal. And there's always this guy, Sam, that's always announcing all these illegal matches that they end up cancelling. I don't know, it's desperation to be. Amadou, what's his name? I don't know, it's desperation to become the media officer. He's always the one announcing all these things. The only one that he did not announce, and they did not cancel it. This Senegal, they've not cancelled. But all the other ones they announced, they are cancelled. So what is this desperation? Why is he running around trying to do the job of another person? I don't understand.
Maybe he's the one that be this thing. So let's talk about.
He's one that be now.
Let's go about Falcons now.
Yeah.
I watched the England game today again.
I was going to make a post about it today. I want to look for a way to post the extended highlight so that a lot of Nigerians will be able to easily watch and realize that we have retrogressed too.
So I don't know the reason why we cannot build on that. I still don't know the reason why. See, I have to be honest with myself. The Super Falcons, I think they might probably win the World Cup. Before the Super Eagles, I have to be honest with you.
Honestly,
because
true.
The potential is there.
Is
the
there,
girls are motivated and everything. So, what do you think this team is lacking? So, finally, what do you think the team is lacking?
Coach, number one. They don't have a coach.
But just imagine who won the AFCON.
Which AFCON did they win? You know, it's because people don't understand that football is not Indomie noodles. You see,
Yes.
even Eric Shell, it took him time, you know, to get the rhythm and all. Football is not you come today, then you start winning tomorrow. No. Randy had already done an excellent job with those girls. Their mentality, their mindset, you know, sometimes Randy does like 2.5 hour strategy session, even when it's meant to be 1 hour sometimes. You know, because he understand, he understands the technicality, and he understands too that sometimes
I saw the defense line today.
We have the grit, exactly. Now, you know, we have that strength and grit. So he capitalized on it to say, you know what, and he did something excellent. He did a mix of the emerging. We don't even have emerging under 20 again. You know, Deborah, you know, Imuran, to Dimei. You know, he mixed them with the Echegini, the Okoronko, the what's her name? That retired now. Ifoma Numonu, Michelle Aloze, you know, all those girls are now brought in players like Ainde, Ohale, you know, I already had contact, got so good. Mix them with Ajibade, exactly. All those players, it did a mix, and for me, that is how to build the Super Falcons. We have the players that have that strength, the energy, the grit they can run. We have the ones that are technically gifted, that play football in their mind first before they play physically. And those were the ones that, you know, study the arts and science of football in the classroom, you know, before going on the pitch. And we have the emerging, you know, under 20 girls that we don't even have it. Honestly, under 20, I look at them like, so who are the next superstars in this? Apart from that lady that was number 3, honestly, I can't really pinpoint anybody. It's bad.
I don't understand.
It's bad.
See, I don't want to say it. Mary Mamadou has been playing for Bengal ladies, is he? Edo Queens for a long time. And Mary Mamadou is still playing. Mary Mamadou, that played number 7 for the 20. She's been with Edo Queens for when this Aduku was in Edo Queens. He coached Mary Mamadou. So I'm still wondering that is Mamadou still?
We had them in Boso now. Boso too had someone that forever 20 in his you know, one thing about football, honestly, you can't cheat when it comes to football. You can't really cheat your way. It becomes obvious at some point. So all those players, if you notice, they are very, very keen on players, you know, working to earn their spot on the team. I don't like this idea and that's why you see now, she's even nowhere to be found under 20. Because some of their agents are evil, and that's the right word. They are evil. What they do, they only think about themselves and the money they are going to make on this player. So they push them, they go through the back door, try to, you know, force. You cannot force the growth when it comes to football. You have to. There's a lot to learn in football. You have to grow. You have to win. You have to lose. You have to draw. You have to get matured. And that's one thing I love about Imuran and now Sebastian Flourish.
Yeah,
I don't know if you follow that this season. Her game is so mature right now. I spent time, you know, studying her before I could write about her some days ago, and I realized that her game has really, really grown. And so I appreciate players that, you know, even though people were trying to force them into Super Falcons, their agents or whoever the team around them realized that was not yet their time, and just allowed them go through that process of being refined and coming back better and stronger. Those players for me are Super Falcons materials right now. They might not be able to get the starting shirt, but you need to see how exciting it is to watch. Even Imran that has been on the bench because of their new coach. I don't know what she did to offend, you know, the new coach and all that. And
sorry, I want to ask you a question. What's your take on because this girl, you know, when they play under 20, I tipped Comfort for long to be in the Super Falcons because the way she done it under 17 for long and she really tall girl in under 17
I'm trying to remember I still don't say
when they came third, she lost penalty against Colombia. And she was saying that she doesn't want to play penalty when they asked her to play, you know, she was doing her hand like
but somebody must play. Somebody must play.
So I thought that she would do, but this girl called Shukra Ladako, you know, she's the one that displaced following down at 20. So I'm really impressed with that. What's your take on that?
So the first time I heard about her, it was the fact that she stays back to practice even when her teammates have gone home. So that alone kept my eye on her. Because in football, you can't be lazy. Honestly, football is that, and that one of the things I always myself were gisting yesterday. I said, it's like people just think that footballers are ATM machines without thinking of what they go through to be able to put up that performance. You know, we were just laughing about it and all that because we're talking about a particular footballers and expectations and all that. You know, so that's singular act made me realize that she was going to go far. That she will always stay back when everybody has gone home to practice. So that is somebody that is intentional. I wrote about her too, like at the beginning of the week. That is very intentional about, you know, our craft. Then another thing is being surrounded by good people. Because sometimes I heard that Ima from Edokus have gone to Indian League to do what? You know, so, see this thing. Honestly, this thing. It might be funny, but
I mean, I don't understand.
Sorry, some of these things honestly are very embarrassing. And see, I'm not discounting the fact that people need this hard currency, but let's sometimes in football too, a bit of patience will take you very far. Sometimes it's not about the money. There are some leagues that will never, and you go to some leagues and the door is permanently shut. A player, and I'm sorry, a player like Jamilusi should not be getting invitation because we don't know what happened in our league. So how does she make it to Super Falcons? See, I don't know how to pretend though. I know the players that we see week in and out. Nobody will question Shukrat Oladipo, for example, because we see.
What about Issa? What about Secret Issa? We don't know what. We don't know what.
We know this was their racket. Let me be honest, their racket. I don't know how to pretend their racket. I'll say it anyway. Then see, and me, if you notice that I don't talk about certain players because I know that they don't have. Honestly, they've not earned their spot on it. And me, I don't know how to pretend because I can't write about you if I'm not like convinced about what I want to write. So I'd rather just, you know, keep you aside. Yeah. We will be looking. What is Issa doing on the team? She's in Division 2, Israeli League.
Israeli League. Division 2.
Now, you know, me. What is the funniest part? And that's why I said they don't have a coach. We need a coach that can select on merits. Now, you know what they are doing. Before now, the slots that were on sale was going to home-based players, but now the ones that play themselves out of Super Falcons but earning that currency are the ones buying that slot now. And I will not mention names. If you notice that they are not really, we're not seeing those before. We used to see 3 or 4 home-based now. Now they're not even calling those home-based again because they're when they collect that currency, they're the ones buying those slots. So that's why I said we don't have a coach. Most of the local coaches would sell. There are times that they will call agents and agents will message me, DM me that they just got off the phone. These are the positions that are up for sale in Super Falcons. So that's why I said we don't have a coach. We can't have a coach and agents are messaging me to say they are selling spots to IS bidder. We're not serious.
Honestly. But
we're not serious.
I just, my fear for Falcons is that
Falcons is set up for disaster, especially after this generation is the golden generation. Let's be honest ourselves. So these ones that are playing now, they are their peak. 70% of them are their peak.
I don't see. Who is the next striker coming on? Maybe Shoma and Kafo. I don't know. But I don't yes, maybe Shoma and Kafo. I don't know. There's
no guarantee she's even going for that AFCON. Let's be honest with ourselves. Because who is she going to display herself?
Yeah, who is she going? She's not been called up. So, I just hope that actually was changed. But these are protests. The good thing is that they are responding to it now. And
I can't believe Guso is coming to do interview.
Guso he did interview for the first time. Like
I've not watched it, but I saw it. But Nigerians have finished them on Instagram. I saw the comments. That was what I saw. I was laughing. Nigerians have finished them on Instagram. I saw the comment. I was just laughing. Like, yeah, you guys, it's like they don't realize that
so
they can't get away with this.
Somebody else asked me that. Ask you one question before I let you go. Sorry. He said that. So he said that. What's your take about Ngozi Okobi? Despite that, she's not fit.
Sweet Lai, what's your take?
No,
she has not played this season. Wait, Sweet Lai. She played only 8 minutes the entire last season. She has not played this season.
They brought her in one time.
Which one? This season?
I don't know.
It can't be this season. I said 8 minutes last season. She has not played this season. I tried to keep an eye on the Northern Super League.
Yeah. And second question. Okay, so your take. What's your take? Do you think that she should be in the team?
To do what? Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you that midfield. Honestly, I believe that Randy gave us one of the best midfields in the world. And the only player I feel for that will always find it difficult to come in is Regina Otu. I feel so bad because she's good. Yeah. But can she displace Uchebe who can double play as a centre back? Can she, take out Abiodun? Can she take out Ainde? Can she take out Ziyech Gini or Sonny Payne? Honestly, look at that midfield. She can't take out anybody.
Yeah. So, third question is this. Sorry, because of time. Is that do you think that senior Super Falcons players they are entitled?
How? When you say entitled, how?
Like like they always believe that they have worked hard for this team. They should be treated differently, similar to our legend now. So, do you think that
I don't understand? They should know. The person needs to break it down. I don't want to answer a question
do
I'm
you think
not
that Super
absolutely
Falcons
sure
senior
about.
players are a bit entitled, as they believe that they should be in the team without performance?
No, nobody should be me. If you know me, whoever you are, if you're not performing or you're not fit, I'll say
some of
no.
them believe that they should be there despite that they're not performing.
I've called out on maybe before now. Who cares? If even they put Okobi on this league, I'll drag her. Because let's be me. No matter how senior you are, if you have not earned your spot, let the younger ones go. People left the scene for you to come in. Don't be almost 50 and be saying you want to be on this team. No. Me, I don't know how to pretend. I will call you out. Odega, I don't want to believe she wants to go for this one. I don't want to believe she wants to go because it will not be funny.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. So if it's that entitlement, I think some of them actually feel so, but at what age? Let's be honest ourselves. You have to leave when the ovation is loud. Well, after a while, there'll be no ovation again. When they announce retirement, everybody will be like, I should still play football. You don't want to put yourself, and that's why I respect the foreign born players. They don't wait till people are embarrassing them. They know, they read the room, they see that this is where this is going. They have a plan B and they move on.
Yeah. So please just call your handle again because people want to follow you. Your handle again, please. So Madam.
On Instagram. On Instagram,
on Facebook and everything.
Oh my God. On Instagram is as positive NG vibes. Exactly how it is written on the screen. Just put @. On Instagram and Twitter. Then Facebook is
NFF. They will come out.
No NFF. Don't mind them on Facebook. Oh my God. On Facebook. On Instagram and Twitter, this is my handle practically, but together positive NG vibes. On Facebook is Ifeoluwa Leo, then Olagbaye. But if you remember Ifeoluwa Leo, that's the only Ifeoluwa Leo. You will bring out the full name.
Final question, sorry, before I should let you go.
Yeah.
So why do you think Tony Payne is not being invited? Why?
I'm working on a project, but I can't talk about it yet. That Tony Payne is painful. There's some things I don't want to say in public. But I honestly believe one of the things that irritates me about and puts the coaching in what's it called in question is Tony Payne. I will say it to you tomorrow, is the brain box of that team. Tony Payne is the only player, and I'll tell you the difference between Tony Payne and Okoronkwo, so I don't mix things up. Tony Payne is the only player that can give defense splitting passes that can confuse defenders. I've paid attention to her, even at the World Cup, the goal that he has scored.
I watched that game again today more than that.
Because I've been watching their games like a lot of times these days, especially the one against Australia and England. And one of the things about Tony Payne is she has the best first touch in Super Falcons. And simply, you know what he does to any team, just like Ademola Lookman. Your first touch is the easiest way to confuse the opponent, because before they make a move, you've already done what you need to do with the ball. So in every way, Tony Payne is one of the most technically gifted players, and I call her the brain box because she's the live wire of that team. But Nigerians, when you don't play to the gallery, when you are not loud, when you are not in their faces, when you're not trying to but the Payne sisters understand the business of football. And that's why the two of them played across all the age grade category in the US national team. The two of them played every single age grade. The US knows, if you understand what I'm saying, for you to play across all the age grade in the US team before they switch to Nigeria, not just one, but two of them, it shows how technically gifted both Nicole and Payne are. But it also takes a coach, and Randy will always say that Tony Payne is world class. It takes a coach that is technically gifted to understand the gift that Tony Payne bears. So that's why, when I started this conversation, I said they do not have a coach. A good coach will never put Tony Payne on the bench. And I'll tell you, let me end with this. During AFCON, and I feel it was a major bias, Ajibade was meant to play Tony Payne's position, and Tony Payne swapped with Ajibade. If you notice, Ajibade was struggling and people were complaining. Tony Payne was struggling. So why did Ajibade get her position back and Tony Payne got the bench till the end of the tournament? Why?
Yeah, she had malaria.
I beg, please make her not talk with her. Not supposed to talk for camera. Which man? If anybody was, if there was any player that had to go to the hospital, it was Ifeoma Onumonu.
Yeah.
She was the only one that had to go to the hospital. So they should not even make that nonsense to me. They should not even try it at all. There was nothing absolutely wrong with Tony. So, Madugu just doesn't like her. And she's aware.
Yeah. So
she's very aware, she knows. But this WAFCON, I don't know how they do it. She has to go. I've just not, I've not really had time. I just want to rest and be in a proper this thing before I start my WAFCON campaign. She has to go. Because the team did not prepare well. We have to go with our best. How they will do it, I don't care. And there's none of their invitees that are proven to even lace the boots of Tony Payne for now. And I don't mean any disrespect. So they should honor people that have worked to earn their spots. And stop throwing all sorts at us.
So if I was just asking a question, please stay on the live when actually what comes, so we can actually talk about the way forward. Or Smith, you can bring her during the week on Friday or on Tuesday. Don't worry. When there's a new plan, I will ask her because she's very busy. She will join.
I didn't hear that.
You know, he wants me to actually bring you maybe probably on a different day so that
okay, that's not Friday.
I want to talk to you about way forward for Nigerian football. So what for advice? Please do not give up. Okay, that's why she will not give up. I want to ask one question before you leave. So say this means it's obeying the police orders and everything. Okay, she will not give up. I want to ask you a question. This is private. I'm not going to even say it. I'm going to ask you here. Why did you send some people away from that group?
It's like, why are you bringing that? Why are you bringing this?
No, don't mention them. What do you think that they are compromised?
I suspected one of them was compromised.
Okay.
And he made us waste a lot of money. We wasted money during the second protest. All of a sudden, you found the people. I gave you the contact of 2 people, and I said, regardless of what happens, because of time difference, I might not be available. Let them know the situation of things. This guy did not contact them until I messaged him to say, you know what, you are going to vomit that money. Now start calling the same people you could not call a day before to tell them that things were not going. Where did you get the strength from? Why did you give my number to the police without my consent? Why are they the ones now messaging? So Nigerians, when it comes to all these things, I know beyond what I can say, I know what happened, and some people have been calling, messaging. I'm not angry with anybody. That's the truth. But make everybody just stay their lane. That's why. So I removed those that I felt were compromised, and those that were making my life difficult. Life is not hard. If you are not going to contribute money, please don't contribute problem. So if you are going to contribute problem, when some people are contributing money, I beg, just leave me and let me have peace of mind. So that's why I remove some people to just that's really nothing serious.
All right. Thank you for actually stopping by. People just you. So our page is the same on the screen, like Positive NG Vibes at the fellow Leo on Facebook. But thank you for your time. Thank you for
and that question, that last question is like I don't know why you put me on the spot.
I know. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for the support too. You were really big on the support, and it means a lot to me. I must say it openly. I'll mention this one. No, I know what I said. I'll mention. The support really came in very handy, and thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
No problem. All right.
Yeah. So that's actually very well. I do that today, but I really enjoyed the conversation. Honestly, it was so good. So I don't even know maybe to bring people on now because time is already fast spent. So you can contribute and just talk about what you've actually said. So World Cup 2026, Super Eagles on standby. See Balogun Hope. Don't listen to own goal Nigeria, please. I beg. Don't give me a day. All these two are just standby for where. So, Unity Cup, let me just talk about the list quickly. So, please about the list, and I'm happy that Wilfred is there. Osimhen is there. I hope that it can actually come this time around and actually play. So, there's a couple of players that I'm sure were replaced with. No Ola yet. No Ola for now. I don't know the reason, but report says that he's injured. And so in the local media too, people are saying that there's an issue between him and the NFF that they need to actually resolve that he excused himself from the national team. So he was supposed to be part of the AFCON team, but he did not attend the AFCON. Open my mouth now go where why he did not actually attend that AFCON. So good team. I've already discussed about this day last Tuesday or Wednesday when the list actually came out. So that is that. So just a couple of top players. So report coming in today said that Chris Santos Uche, you guys know him, that the loan move to Crystal Palace did not really go down well, but it's not short of suitors. People are saying that Atletico Madrid, they are looking for a way to bring Uche Chris Santos from Getafe, and that Diego Simeone is looking for a way to close the deal as early as possible. For me, because they might probably lose Alessandra. Is this Sola? Is this Sola? The guy from Norway. So apart from Real Betis that is interested in Chris Santos Uche, there's also Atletico Madrid also interested in bringing Chris Santos Uche back to Spain. See, there's something in this life. If you don't pay your due in some area, you will, no matter what happen to you, you will always get your like your coins is always there. Like Victor Osimhen now, he conquered Italy. So if things did not even work out anywhere there, maybe he went for a move in Chelsea, he went to Barcelona, and things didn't work out well, he can go back to Italy, because he conquered Italy. So that's just that. So for me, I advise him to go to Atletico Madrid. I would not advise him on that, but I would just think that he should go to maybe Real Betis. And you probably he will get more playing time with that. So that is that on Chris Santos Uche. So let me just talk quickly about it's also about Zadok Joanna, about the injury. But apart from, sorry, I'm just trying to take the story quickly. Apart from Real Madrid that is interested in Zadok Joanna, it's also talked about moves to Italy or Holland. So it's not short of suitor. I know that they're looking for a way to sell him this summer. I'm talking about AIK, and it might be part of the reason why they will not release him for the international game against Zimbabwe and probably India or Jamaica. So they want to sell him, but apart from Real Madrid, the plan for Real Madrid is that we probably to bring him on, sell him on loan, then see exactly watch him, how he actually what he develops. So that's the plan. So there's also interest from Ayas in Holland. So let's see exactly how things will work out for that coach area. I know that we can celebrate this boy now, that the boy is doing well in Sweden, but sometimes too the boy is also a victim. He's also a victim of what? Of the system. I can tell you that one for. So Zadok Joanna. So he's also a victim of the system because the boy had a chance to play under 20 for Nigeria, and the boy did not, they didn't pick the boy. So imagine this boy play at the under 20 World Cup for Nigeria. This boy play for Nigeria at the underage tournaments. Do you think that this boy will be short of options? No. No, I'm just saying the fact. So for me, I'm happy for him, but it's just victim of the system too. So let me just move on quickly to the AFCON draws. So the AFCON draws, came out. I discussed about this thing also before. That so the fixture is now out. Nigeria will host Madagascar in September. I don't know where. Maybe in Asorok or I don't know where. Nigeria will host Madagascar in Nigeria. We will now travel to Bissau to go and play Guinea-Bissau in the second game in September/October. Then in November, Nigeria we play at home. I think Nigeria will play at home against. I'm coming. Let me just double check. Sorry, I think Nigeria will play at home against. Nigeria will play at home against. Sorry, one sec. Let me just try and double check that. So I won't. I know of Madagascar. I know of Madagascar, and so I think Nigeria will play. Nigeria will host Tanzania. Nigeria will host Tanzania and also play double header against Tanzania in this thing. So Nigeria will travel to Tanzania first. Then we will now host Tanzania in November, a double header against Tanzania. So that's what happen. Let me just say it. Nigeria, if the NFF is serious, Nigeria should qualify this year. Let's forget about the 2 matches in March. Nigeria should qualify for the AFCON this year. Win those 4 games and qualify. If we win those 4 games, we qualify for AFCON. There's no point waiting for the next match game. But this group is very tricky. Only one team will qualify. Because FIFA CAF already abandoned their 28 team tournament. So it's going to be 24 that will play in Pamoja. So it will not be easy for Nigeria. I will not lie to you. Tanzania will want to beat Nigeria. Despite that, they already qualified. They want to beat Nigeria. And beating Nigeria will do nothing for them. But they want to beat Nigeria. Especially at home. They want to beat Nigeria. So, every team wants to beat Nigeria. In fact, Madagascar can get a result in Tanzania when Nigeria can go there and not get a result. So, for me, I think we should do well to close down the game this year. Win our 4 games this year. Then, the next match, have maximum 12 points. Then, let them. So, if we have maximum 12 points, I think we are already home and dry because a match, we will travel to Morocco to go and play against Madagascar. Then we now end the qualifier in Abuja. We end the qualifier against Guinea-Bissau. I don't know where. So is there very interesting. Let me just talk about the other groups too. Very interesting group. Let me just talk about the group quickly. So Morocco, Gabon, Niger, and Lesotho, very interesting group. Lesotho always passenger in this group. Niger Republic will try and qualify. I know that Niger Republic now, they are now playing their home game in Burkina Faso. So Niger against Morocco and Burkina Faso will be very tough. But Morocco will qualify, and I think Gabon and Niger will qualify. So Group B, Egypt favorite to qualify. And I think that Angola will also do enough. I'm rooting for Coach Alois Cisse. He's the coach of Angola now. So Malawi, the Flames of Malawi too, will also look for a way to do. But I don't think South Sudan, Malawi, I don't think so. Except Angola messed up. In Group C, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Gambia, and Somalia. Group of death, in my opinion. Gambia, they are working on their pitch. They don't have a stadium yet. Somalia, they don't have a team. They don't have a stadium yet, but I just think that Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Gambia will be very, very tough to decide who actually would qualify. Group D, South Africa, Guinea, Kenya, Eritrea. Because there's Kenya in this group, only one team will qualify from this group too, because Kenya is part of the host nation. So South Africa, Guinea will be very, very tough between them. And Kenya is coached by a South African legend, Benny McCarthy. So it's going to be very interesting to see South Africa against Ghana, especially when South Africa hosts Ghana. It may be probably in Bloemfontein or Johannesburg. I don't know where they want to play the game. So in Group E, DR Congo, they are favorite now. I think maybe probably joined by Equatorial Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Benin Republic should be favorite in Group F. While Group G, Cameroon, despite being epileptic, I still think that Cameroon can probably still do well there. And joined by Comoros. Comoros doesn't have any home ground. That is my problem. Namibia too, they don't have home stadium. I'm tipping Congo Brazzaville to qualify alongside Cameroon in this group. That's a weird shot. So Group H is Tunisia will qualify. Uganda is part of the team that will host the AFCON. So only one team will qualify. So it's going to be very tough between Botswana, Libya, and Uganda. Libya and Tunisia, sorry. Group I, Algeria, Zambia. I think Algeria should be favorite there. Zambia is not playing well. Togo too, Gift Urban's Togo, sorry. She also Togo should also compete. Group J, Senegal should be favorites here. They don't even want to qualify alone. They want to go to Pamoja and go and win that trophy there. And against Mozambique, Mozambique had a very good AFCON. They lost Nigeria 4-0, but their players retired from international football. So Mozambique team now is like a new team. So we see exactly what they can actually do. Mali should be favorites alongside Cape Verde, while Nigeria should qualify from Group L. So I just want my favorite. We'll see exactly how things are actually going and see who probably will be the favorite. So that is that. So now, talking about the NFF quickly, I'm already out of time. 1 hour, 17 minutes already. So I'll not be able to bring everything. So I just have some videos to actually play quickly before. So I just want to play something about how to control bad behavior in Nigerian local league. Discipline should be very important. And any player that is behaving in a very bad way, those players should be sanctioned. So this clip I want to show you, apologies that the clip is not good, but I want to show you about the bad behavior of some Nigerian Premier League players.
You are mad. But when you are backing it up with evidence, you write exactly what happened. People don't just get angry. Forget. They don't just get angry. You give reports as at what happened.
So that is an NNL player slapping fourth official. Slapping, beating fourth official. NNL player. Nobody is there to protect that fourth official. Nobody is there. Nobody is there. No security. Nobody is there to protect that fourth official. A player on camera went to go and slap fourth official and nothing is happening. I will not talk more about that. But this is not good. No matter the level this is happening, this is not good. It's not good. Yes, maximum penalties went to go and slap officials. That is bad. It's not good at all. So let me just listen to there was the president of Nigeria, the president of the Federal Court of Nigeria, Alhaji President Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Rwanda to have this stakeholders meeting in Rwanda. And yeah, let me just play one video. A Nigerian, a concerned Nigeria, discuss something about with the president. Let me just play the video quickly.
Africa, I say, and I represent Nigeria in a strong way. I don't live in Rwanda. I live in the United States, yes, but I grew up in Zaria, and I grew up in Zaria till I was 19 years old. Yeah, so I'm a true son of Nigeria. My parents, I grew up all in Nigeria. All I'll say, I'm not going to take too much time, sir, is sports, infrastructure, entertainment has to be taken a little bit more serious on the continent and in Nigeria. Because when Nigeria moves, you said it this morning, the rest of the continent moves. Yes, and we have to move with sports. We have everything that it takes. We have the talent, the people, and every infrastructure. Those old infrastructure, we have to turn into new. Yes, we have to turn into current. TBS, National Stadium, Surulere, National Stadium, Abuja, they have all remained the same. Yes, and we can bring in investment, we can bring in the money, we can bring in the people to create what we have created here and in other places in Africa. But Nigeria remains a priority. I don't sleep because I feel that it's an obligation on me. I cannot perform in the US, perform everywhere else, and not perform in Nigeria. Yes, it keeps me awake every day. Yes, and I know under you, I know that we're going to do it. I know that. I've spoken to Minister Jumoke, I've spoken to Hadiza, I've spoken to Mr. Diko, I've spoken to everybody, sir. Trust me. Yes, and I come in this in the name of doing it. I'm not looking for anybody's money. I have my own money. I want to do it for my country. It is a pride to me. So thank you, sir, for listening. And God bless you, and God bless you with what you have ahead. You'll be great. Thank you.
So that's there was a stakeholders meeting, between Nigerians in diaspora and the president in Rwanda. So this partnership came, based in the US, worked with the Rwanda Football Federation and Rwanda Sport Ministry. It did this big infrastructure in Rwanda. And what was telling the president is that, Nigeria, we don't have infrastructure. And it's one of the biggest problems, in Nigeria. And that's why can't we do this thing? How can I be doing something like this for Rwanda? That is my side. Thank you. Why can we do something in Rwanda and I cannot actually come to Nigeria and come and do it? He mentioned that he has discussed with Shehu Diko. That's why, I just hope that this thing, we will not sweep it again under the carpet. Because the man in question is saying that he doesn't need your money. He's going to bring his own money to come and do it. Then what is the problem? What is the problem? Surulere is lying there ways now. Some people are living there for free, beating people up there. What is our problem? I like the way he mentioned Diko. That he has spoken to Diko. But these people will never say it. He has spoken to Diko. But these people will never say it. What is the problem? Why is it that we don't like good things? If this person volunteer like this, I will drag him to the president. He will not come and be talking here. I will drag him to the president directly. All those coming to go and be begging, all those urgent 2K that is begging and from different corners. We drag him because there's decay in infrastructure. Why is it that we don't like good things? I'm happy now that the man actually was my side. He got his capacity, he can actually come and deliver. And he's saying it now. And the president of the country is listening now. So the idea that I don't know what is happening, they didn't tell me, I don't know, is this bad. Because Lagos, Lagos, decayed under his nostrils. And so the idea that I don't know, now is no longer there again. What we want is action. What we want is action. So I'm happy that at least they're telling him all these things. So he knows that this is the current state. We don't have anything again. I beg, if it's only Abuja, you can even do for now. Do it. They are doing church program in Abuja. They are putting pure water on the grass. There was there I saw Tonto Dike running track on an Abuja pitch. You know, I was like, what is wrong with us? I saw a political program on Abuja pitch. People matching the grass anyhow. What is our problem like this? Eh? National Stadium. We disrespected why? People doing just plastic chairs there. They are drinking pure water. Yeah, you know, church and all the programs there. That big edifice. I hope that now that if there's no ignorance there, people are telling him now, to his faces now, there is no infrastructure. If it before the end of that 2027 match, just fix the pitch of Abuja Stadium. Just fix it. At least you can be adding other things. I beg you. The person abused the stadium church people. You did good. Waiting for 18 years. Yes, I've been waiting for 18 years. But I hear you from here. So, apart from coming from another, that's a brilliant idea. I can't play all the videos for you guys because of time. So, another good idea is also coming from another person. Let him do stadium first. Let us do stadium first. This stadium, sport infrastructure is dead. It's dead. Let him do stadium first. So another person, and that smart Nigerian too, also talking here. Let me put him on here.
If you can recall, CAP Congress or CAP Award, the last time we had this kind of event, I think it's more than 10 years now. And secondly, if you look at the record, for more than 10 years now, Nigeria has not been able to host any continental activity when it comes to the issue of football. So now we are working hard to see that we try to remove all impediments that is stopping us from hosting major tournaments. One of the things is that we are lacking standard facilities, infrastructure, which we are working hard in collaboration with the federal government as well as some of the state governments to ensure that at least we get out of that. And secondly, we need to get the attention of the government and the continent to ensure that at least Nigeria is a peaceful place, that we can come and gather and do our activity peacefully without any problem. Because in some cases, some of the news going out around there, some people give it a different perspective when it comes to the issue of security challenges we're having in Nigeria. So we feel it's important for us to bring the footballing family within the continent together here, so that as well as so many high-profile footballing administrators of the world to come here and see that at least Nigeria is still an environment that they can trust, and they can come here and do any activity that they plan to organize here without having any problem. And also to link the leadership of the continental football as well as the world football governing body with our government here, to get the assurance from government that Nigeria is really a destination that they can come and do their activities without any fear, and they can get all the support they needed from the government. So basically, I think that is one of our aim, and by the grace of God, I know if we are able to host this tournament successfully, we are going to achieve this. We try to involve ourselves in this unity called FIRST, to make Nigerians residing in the UK to feel home, because when you talk about Nigeria in the UK, everybody knows that we have a higher number of population in the UK. Secondly, we try to involve ourselves in this kind of tournament in order to give the coach the opportunity to see how he can introduce or try some new players that he identified from every part of the world. And then, because if you remember last year, when we had the Unity Cup in the same London, one of the key achievements we had, apart from winning the trophy, was a young player, a young defender was being identified, which is Bredrick. So those are the kind of things that we are looking at. And don't forget that this year we're not able to qualify to the World Cup. And then we just finished AFCON about 3-4 months ago. And the next AFCON is coming up next year. And we're going to start our qualifiers in September. And we feel we need to give the coach the right environment, the right opportunity to see how we can try more players, so that before the September qualifiers start, he may be in a position to say that I have it.
So, let me just because I can't just be listening to him. You guys can go and watch it on the NPFL page. See, you mentioned something about people, about the Falcons. See, the issue is this: of what benefit is the CAF Congress to Nigeria? Nigeria cannot host Africa School Championship. You are saying that CAF Congress, which useless CAF Congress is it? So, in my opinion, guys can go and listen to him. What I just want to bring up basically is that towards the end of the video, he said that like people are avoiding Nigerians because they don't want to play against Nigeria, because Nigeria they are scared of losing to Nigeria because they're going to AFCON, they're better than them in Africa. But this is not the first time that we have been playing against European opposition to play for AFCON. I remember that there was one AFCON that we did. I don't know. Maybe we went to go and play Portugal. We went to go and play one game like that. Was it Portugal that we played? We now play Portugal from Portugal. I think I don't know. I think we played one game that we played one European team. We now traveled to play Ghana in the friendly game. So this is not the first time we'll be playing against European opposition. So just say that you cannot secure friendly. For me, okay, was it France? For me, it's not an excuse at all. It's not an excuse at all. These guys need to be active. And I think that my major problem is that we need to, yes. For me, my issue is that we need to be sincere, with what we do. We need to be intentional, with what we do. And that is it. For me, I expect them to have a plan of how the Falcons will be in the semi-final in the next World Cup. Not even qualifying or winning this next AFCON. The blueprint, the plan, how Nigeria will be in the semi-final of the World Cup. So, but for me, it's like everything is crumbling under Ibrahim Gusso. It's crumbling. I can't just understand exactly his plans or so for Nigerian football. I can't understand it. It's like everything is just crumbling. There's no plan. There's nothing. And I keep on saying this thing that if this guy continue this way, Nigeria will not qualify for the next World Cup. Because one, they lack idea. One, there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. Even if the president go and bring the infrastructure, I believe that we're going to be lacking in some areas. It's just very, very bad. It's just very, very bad. I don't know. It's just very bad. The type of people that are ruling us, with due respect to the president and everything, I think we lack leadership in some areas. For me, can this Ibrahim Gusso be doing this nonsense in front of under General Sani Abacha? Can he be doing all this nonsense then? It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Nigeria failed to qualify for the World Cup. Nobody is asking questions. And the reason why it's like this, because I think that is we are now used to accepting our fate. If things is not, and so what? If things don't go well, they use the media, they divert their attention. of Nigerians, we focus on something not important. Imagine Nigeria not going to the World Cup. They went to go and protest, don't apologies, divert. World Cup is in like 3 weeks' time. Protest to CAS. Those that could not pay 1,000, they want to go to CAS. They could not pay 1,000. They want to go to CAS. So for me, nothing is working. You cannot go to. So nobody here now can come and say, okay, you know what? We want to do a press conference. Nigeria failed to qualify. We want to take responsibility of what really happened, because they are just thinking as if the players caused this thing. Nigeria, there was like a month or two, Nigeria did not have any coach. Hey, you went to go and bring Finidi George. You didn't back him. So like, if you want to blame the players, we also have our fault. Fans have their fault, players have their fault. But let me just say this before I bring people on. This World Cup qualification, I'm going to say it in like 2 or 3 minutes. Everybody get their faults. Let me put it that way. The fault of the NFF is that organization. There are so many things that they did badly. One, they did not employ coach. They were doing try and error within the judge. And secondly, too, I think that game against Africa, I think they would have looked for a way to handle it better. The players went on holidays. I think there would have been a way that, okay, you know what? Let's talk to the hierarchy and look for a way to make sure the players are in camp early. So that management part, I think the NFL got it wrong. And another thing is also money. We cannot pay you money, and at the end of the day, all the money they paid you, all your wife, all your girlfriend, you put them on that extra code. You are traveling. What did you want to go and do there? The money, you don't spend and finish. They don't give you, they release like about 3 billion. You put your wives, I'm not talking about wives, everybody on the extra code. They did not even travel. Just to embezzle money. No, so you cannot pay the players. Like they took Nigeria to Bloemfontein. They cannot take Morocco to Bloemfontein to go and play. Ibrahim Gusso, as dull as he is, he didn't protest to the Bloemfontein this new. He didn't protest to. He went to see what is wrong with Nigeria. Sending advance party. No link, don't link to them. No link to them. What is wrong with Nigeria? Sending advance party to South Africa, to Bloemfontein, to go and check the stadium. What is wrong in that? Why? So they got it wrong in terms of what? Organization. And secondly, too, the game against Lesotho and Zimbabwe is a must win. We did not do something right administratively. I cannot see that one online. Those that knows that Lesotho game and Zimbabwe game, we failed to do something administratively. And it's because of one greedy individual. One very greedy individual. So we failed to do 2 things administratively. We cost us. Imagine getting the maximum point against Lesotho, against Zimbabwe too. Do you think we'll be talking about not going to the World Cup? You want 2 home games. You want to go to the World Cup. 2 home games. That one aside, NFF, they messed up in so many areas. Organization. Talking about Super Eagles players too. Some players did not show up in the qualifiers. Some players did not show up. I remember that at the start of the qualifiers, our left back was Jamilu Collins. So that means that we didn't even have enough players then. Jamilu Collins was our left back. During this thing, during the Lesotho game, was our left back. To tell you that, Francis Zoe was still the goalkeeper. At that time. So, the team is just not there at the start. So some players did not live up until Victor Osimhen came. Victor Osimhen played the first game, then, he started winning. In fact, the only time in those group games that Victor Osimhen played, that Nigeria conceded. I think it was against Lesotho. The first time that Victor Osimhen played that qualifier, that Nigeria conceded a goal was against Lesotho. To tell you, against Rwanda, we didn't concede a goal. Even against Oman, we didn't concede a goal. Against Zimbabwe, he was there. They took him off. They took him off before they equalized. Zimbabwe equalized. So I'm just trying to say that what it showed. Zimbabwe was off the pitch. He was off the pitch against Zimbabwe. He was still on the pitch against when Nigeria conceded. I'm just saying it. Just saying it. Zimbabwe, he was off the pitch against Zimbabwe. He was off. They took him off already. He was on the bench. They brought in Boniface and so on. They took him off on the pitch. He was not on the pitch again. He wasn't on the pitch again. The one that was on the pitch was against Lesotho in what's it called? In Malawi, in South Africa. That that really is to like 2-1. I'm just saying that he brought in leadership. He brought in field days there. Some players did not show up. And we cannot write the story of this World Cup qualifier without mentioning William Troost-Ekong. It didn't show up. Let's be honest ourselves. He didn't show up. He didn't show up. So some players did not show up. Some players did not show up in this World Cup qualifier. And that's the reason why, if you want to, and also too, we don't have the right pool of players at the start of the World Cup qualifier. Imagine we were calling Ibrahim Oladoyin, is it Oladoyin, for the game against Africa in Uyo. We called Ismail Sadiq Ibendin. We called him. Sadiq Ibendin against Benin Republic. we had Olawoyin. We had this guy, the boy that is in Morocco, that left Morocco now. What's the boy's name again? What's that boy's name again? Forgot his name. The boy from Bender Insurance. I mentioned him about a week or two ago. Forgot his name. He just the boy that was playing for Bender Insurance before. He was also there in the World Cup qualifiers. So we didn't, Benjamin Tamino, thank you. We have the right pool of players at that time. So, we need to make sure that we have the right pool, good players, at least 2 in position. So that's why I want Eric Shea to make sure that he gets it right. So, we didn't have the right to just chop and trouble. So if Osimhen is not available, we know that we have a player can deliver. Adams, we have those ones. We need to have a team. We use 3 or 2 years to try who will play Victor Osimhen. We tried that one, it didn't work. We tried Victor Boniface, it didn't work. We tried so many players, it didn't work. So this is the right time. Or Sai Samuel has left back. So those type of things. So a lot of things didn't go well. Players didn't show up. We know that. Secondly, too, fans, journalists, they are very, very terrible at their job. When things were bad, journalists should be the one to call the NFF to order. When Parcero left, they were pushing agenda to bring Finidi George. It backfired. They were pushing agenda. Ismail Sadiq. They were comparing Ismail Sadiq to, it's better than Ola, They were saying that one those journalists was saying that, it's better than Ola, Where is Sadiq now? Say, Ismail Sadiq is better than Ola, Say, Taminu, we bench Ajayi. And say, those nonsense things, the agenda, and the NFL people too, they are listening to the agenda. Yeah, so Nigerians too listening to the word, listening to the agenda, everything. So we just they were just pushing. We have those ones there. They their names on Twitter. They are the ones that maybe probably they get shares when they sell players abroad, they were mentioning different names, brandishing those names, pushing them in front of the media so that, the coaches kept on selecting them. Now, where are the players now? Where is the Sadiq Bendy now? Where is Olawoni? Where is the people that they are pushing now? Where is the Igboke that they are pushing to be in the Super Eagles? Igboke is the one that is in Rangers now. It's still in Rangers. So they're just pushing. They're part of the problem too. We fans too. It's also very important that we come out and also say the truth. Some of us will normally fan particular player. When a player is in Super Eagles and is not performing well, because we're a fan of that player, we'll not be able to talk because we don't want the player to see us anyhow. Victor Osimhen is one of the best players this country has ever produced, and I can see it anywhere. Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen hardly performed badly for Nigeria. But when Victor Osimhen performed badly, they don't burn all of those journalists well to talk bad about Victor Osimhen. They don't burn them well. Talk about Victor Osimhen. So, good player, fantastic player, but some of us, some of these fans, all these players, they cannot come out and say the truth. And that's one of the bigger reasons also what affecting us. So, it's just a lot of things. So, going to the World Cup qualifier, we need to correct all those mistakes. Soccer Africa, they will be abusing Nigerians. Say, only Ujo, I beg. President Bola Tinubu, we know that sport is not your thing, but Nigerians like sports. I beg. This is like maybe probably, the only Nigerian politician that have become president. So I beg. Nigerian, I know that politicians like to do what their people likes. If you invest in sport more, people, it's going to increase your popularity. Yes, because it was all over the news when you hosted the Falcons and the basketball team also. So I beg that Abuja, I beg that team, that place must be fixed. So so let me just put this thing on quickly because of time. I don't have any super chat that I actually missed. Okay, I missed this one. Samuel Umbasa that we need to discuss Eric Chesney contract. Yes, thank you. This man they put ring lights in front of him, interview him, editing the whole thing. What is on Eric Chesney? What's there? Eric Chesney contract? Nothing. Eric Chesney contract will expire next year. He will walk out. They will now push one particular agenda outside to journalists, which I think that call them, like most of them are Latin. They will push it out that Eric Chesney is demanding too much, so that when those guys push that narrative outside, it's going to be like Eric Chesney is the bad person. Eric Chesney is the bad person, so they put it in a way that we can blame Eric Chesney. That is what they will do. Eric Chesney will walk out of his contract. They didn't pay him salary, go to FIFA, collect his money, work out of his contract, go to a different job. Then NFF will say that Eric Chesney is too rude. We give him the platform to lead Nigeria to AFCON. He's too rude. He's too this thing. And we push the narrative outside. They now say, okay, we haven't come. Do you think? So why interview? Why can't he address Eric Chesney's contract? Eric Chesney will work out his contract. Will work out by June. I mean by August. Eric Chesney can discuss with a different national team. You work out. They will just, when they want to push them out, they will give them like all these hungry ones. They call them, put ring light to 50K. That's what they do. They push the narrative out that Eric Chesney is the one that is rude. He's demanding too much, so he should go. When they give them, you will see what we play out. Don't worry. You will see what we play out. You will see what we play out. Don't worry. You will see what we play out. You will see all those films we don't see them before. You will see what we play out. They will say it's too rude. It's too this thing. It's too this thing. They will play it. You will see. You will see. We are not blackmailing them here. You will see what we play out. They already camped the media. So I saw one thing from is it Totori something? Beautiful thing about the wonderful work that Shey Ojiko is doing. Arat nonsense from head to toe. Nothing valuable there. You know, it's just like from nothing. These guys have been there for how many years now? Zero impact. This thing, you know, it wrote so many nonsense. I was like, these guys are not performing well, and some people in the media are still praising them. So, guys, let me just put this thing on quickly so that I can go. I've already spent 2 hours. I will not take more than 2 or 3 callers. Now she would leave. Time is already fast spent. They are part of the problem. Yes, they are part of the problem. They are the one feeding from the NSC this thing. They are part of the problem. They are part of the problem. You saw something is bad. It's bad. You cannot say it. You said that God said that you are a journalist. Which useless journalist is that? So the link is there. If you want to join, let me know. Then I will just take only 2 callers because I've spent like 1 hour 51 minutes already, and you know, it's already. If nobody joins, you know, I'm just going to actually end the program actually early. I don't talk a lot too, but I think Ombweri is joining, so maybe probably Ombweri is not meant to be the fourth one to join. It's always the last person to join. So for him to be joining first time, that means that maybe probably is my last caller. So Ombweri, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Ombweri.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me mute.
This is my Alagi. Long time.
Yeah.
How is it?
Fine.
Yeah. Let me hear from you. I know you're driving. Let me hear from you quickly.
No, I didn't even try. I park. I'm just because if I decide to stay indoors, the children will not allow me to. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I want to ask a question. What is update about the AFCON? Who is has Senegal returned the trophy or what?
No, they've not given judgment on that. I think it was meant to be May 7th. I don't know what happened. So but opting out to went with you, it's Morocco as the champion currently. So until they decide in cast,
Then on the AFCON format, I don't know why the hosts have to play in the qualifier again. When we know that it's automatic for them to to be at AFCON because they are the hosts. Because I think something happened to us sometimes, and I think though a bit similar, not really. Why we failed to qualify for 2019?
Oh, 2019,
when we have Egypt in our group. And one of the team actually pull out.
That without
Eritrea pull out that we couldn't know. We drew 1-1 in Kaduna, and I think we lost that only to Egypt out there in Cairo. That it was only one team that actually qualified for that AFCON, which was Egypt. So we failed to go.
Tanzania was there in our group. Tanzania.
Yes, I could recall because it was the first game. Of this coach, this Benin coach now. When he 2016.
Yeah,
that was his first game when he came to Nigeria. Yes, I don't know. I just scored the only goal. Yeah. So for Youth Cup, well, okay, let's go and see what those guys have to give us, because I can see that so many agenda on social media, especially some players, apart from those from of course, I know some of them are celebrating their player being invited from local league, some from the club that they are probably the director or the manager. It's a good thing, but let's go and see what they can actually offer with the national team. Because like you said, see, the blame for they are not qualified for World Cup goes round.
Yes,
it goes. Everybody have, including we, the reporter, the journalists, the fans.
Yes,
because like you said, imagine having imagine having these guys those guys
the best cross off at the cross off ball. Sadiq, Sadiq.
Pending.
Yeah, they all participate in that, and of course they were able to influence Finidi George, because
Yes.
I understand that the pressure was too much for him, because he was too close to those guys. Those are our colleagues in the media. So many things. I really hope that we're going to get it right this time around. Then lastly, I mean, Hacks, I saw some tweets about this guy. You know, there are some players that normally they should have played for Nigeria, but now they were left out of English squad. The likes of Fikayo, Komori, Tomori, Tammy, Abraham. I remember how Ahmad Bin was actually begging him to be part of Super Eagles ahead of Russia 2018. Then this guy Tosin, what was the update? And I know so many people don't want him, because was he trying to come back, or what is up there about Tosin? I know so many people don't want him to be back in Super Eagles for now. He doesn't have faith in England.
Eric Che believed that he's he was meant to be part of the team that played. He wanted to go to South Africa. That game went to go and play Bloemfontein. It was meant to
yes.
He was meant to be part of the team. So he believes that he's ready now, but the coach did not fancy him again. He believes that he's not part of the because he's already 29 to be 30. Are you gonna be there for the next World Cup? It's gonna be the same level, and so and the coach, the guy says so many things that if he plays for Nigeria, his value might go down, and he was scared then.
I remember. Yeah,
is the value going up now? So I don't think Eric Che really fancy him yet. I think it's Eric Che that is not good. Really. Yeah.
I also wish our guys against the second friendly against Portugal. So though I know we are not going to win that, we should just reduce. Unlike last time that we were 1-up 4-0, so we shouldn't have that this time around. But I know Portugal should win the game. No? They should hedge us. They have better qualities and like for us to have that quality, we need to start working on having some players, especially our midfield is still one of the major problems of Super Eagles. Yes, we cannot rely only on Iwobi. Iwobi is a passer, but it's not a ball carrier. I think England was so blessed that when I listened to the interview for Thomas Tuchel, when he announced that, he said he cannot have number 10 going to the World Cup. It means the team was they are actually rich. In terms of number, the midfielder and the likes, and that's what we have. We're lacking now in Super Eagles. The qualities. I mean, the number of players that you can always think, if Iwobi does not show up today, we have someone who go and take his. Unlike before, when we have Okocha, we have Oruma and the likes, and these are the problem. But I only hope that after when it does settled, after the World Cup, I just wish that World Cup come fast and end fast, so that we just forget about it. Then we now focus on the AFCON and the World Cup in Morocco.
Yeah. I also believe too. So I think that our plan should be how to play in the semi-final of the next World Cup now. Not to even qualify alone. How to play in the semi-final of the next World Cup, because it's going to be on the African continent.
Yeah.
So we should be having a lot of fans traveling from here to Morocco also to go and support the team. For me, I hope that things should turn out well. So thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Thanks for stopping by today. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, I think he's having internet problem. Thank you. Yeah. So that's Mr. Yusuf. Nice that you were having back. He used to be a regular when we were chasing the World Cup tickets. So nice to have him back. Let me. Okay, I think I still have. Okay, I have Henry here. I have Henry here.
Smith, the way you use your strategies, I greet everybody. I greet everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Where we are?
Henry, if you are ready.
I love what Ife is doing. in terms of protest. I love her energy. I love her passion, which is very, very good. I love that. Yeah. I love the idea. And I love what that man did. That is one of the best protests ever. You see how he put Sheuduko in trouble.
Okay.
He set him
Okay.
up. Come now.
Mm-hmm.
What Sheuduko will do now is to run to go to Asorok and start pleading. He sets Sheuduko in trouble. He sets the NFF in trouble because these are the things that NFF is supposed to do. Now, an outsider is coming to tell the president. That is the best protest. And another best protest I would love to do is, Smith, you are going to the Unity Cup. You need to protest. Yes, you need to. I know what I'm saying now, and that is the best place to protest in a peaceful way. Those in London, how are you going to protest? Find something that is not going on in Nigeria. Sack the coach of AFCON. You can put it on this. Just write something that is going on. The NFF are not doing. Throw it to the whole world. You don't need to just put it. Just put it up. Camera will capture it. Then bloggers, let's put it now. I think he's coming. On a president, NFF president, he said that is the way to the Unity Cup is an avenue to showcase. It's not going to be an avenue to showcase. It's an avenue to expose. And that is the best way to expose. They are coming to enjoy their life, and you are exposing their shenanigans outside. If you do it, if 10 people, 20 people bring a placard, raise it up, the people see it, oh, look at what is going on, look at what is going on. In fact, the whole blogger carry it, no problem. Let them discuss about it. In fact, when he comes back, he will say, oh, what is going on? It's a setup, yes. That is by the way. Then another one I want to say, Smith. If Eric Kell leave Super Eagles before the AFCON, I will hold you and the OJB responsible.
Yes. Why?
I use the word if.
Why will you hold me for the same
I will
topic that
hold you hold on. I will hold you responsible. I will hold you and OJB responsible. Why am I doing it? It's because both of you made us to believe in Eric Chill and he delivered. What I want both of you to, if you know how to use all your arsenals to make sure all the connection you have to make sure that they renew Eric Chill's contract. People will love you all. Because what I'm saying, don't be surprised that Eric Chill might not be the one to take us to the AFCON if care is not taken.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Don't be surprised. If you have all your arsenal, all your connection, if you have some in Afsorog, try and do it because these people can do and do. If these people cannot defend Nigeria, that we have a case against DR Congo, we cannot win it. Anything is possible. They can do anything.
Yeah.
They don't, if these people, Nigeria is, I think the leaders is the problem because why must under 17 females, look at where they are staying. Can Amaju Pikin be there? Can Kusowo's daughter stay in that kind of area?
Yes.
These are the questions, but nobody listens. These are the things that I want. If you are going to be in that Unity Cup, organize yourself, put it that way, make things happen. Then we know that it's a force. There is change going on. Yeah, this is something I just want to say for now. For now, let me allow Henry to.
Very true. So
Yeah,
let me just
yeah,
I'll just answer a question about Eric Shell.
Mhm.
See, the issue is this: if you look at the way the NFL politics plays around, hmm, I won't be surprised that they have promised somebody Super Eagles job. Don't be surprised. And they have
Yes.
promised somebody Super Eagles job the way they promised just a month ago Falcons job. So it was now the one that was using small stick to scatter fire in Super Eagles, the Super Falcons camp. So
Mm.
the NFF, see, is a political organization. So the only thing left is that there's no NFFP party. You know, it works like political organization. So the point of election is very, very deep. Don't worry, I won't lie to you. And the issue is that if these guys don't want to retain him, they will not. They will not. So it's just very crazy. Eric Shea cannot force himself on them. See, do you know that there was a time that they paid Eric Shea that I don't want to say it. That so
Yeah.
there's so many things. See, even the man self don't suffer. Don't worry. The man don't suffer in front of these people.
Because there's a possibility he might go back to Mali.
He said
That's
they
the
don't suffer. He
possibility.
don't suffer. He don't
That's
suffer under these
the
people. So there's a lot of things. Sometimes if he wants to go and relax, he should go. Honestly, these people are not serious. Somewhere they are not. So, Ari, please, you want to say something quickly before I bring on?
yeah. Man, interesting conversation.
Yeah.
Let me start from the Super Falcons. I feel obviously we know that but NFF is always blame. I will talk about the NFF later, but on some of those questions I heard, I feel some of the Super Falcons senior players are a bit very, very, very entitled. They
Hmm.
think that they should invite them to, even though they don't perform, even though they are not playing, they will compare themselves with what's happening with Mata and Brazil. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, Mata is still playing. She's still playing active football. You
Hmm.
understand? For is it what's her name for Maiga, the
Mm-hmm.
48-year-old player that played for PSG?
Yeah.
I remember, actually,
Yeah.
she was still playing at that age. You can't compare yourself with that. You understand? Is it not performance first?
Hmm.
I don't know. You know how football is. It's like you're in the army. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want somebody that is not well trained to be close to you because anything can happen. That's how football is. Though it's a team sport, but individual performance you can lead to anything. It's an active sport. It's not anybody's fault. You understand? You understand? And the
Mm-hmm.
entitlement mentality is too deep. Remember when I watched
Yeah.
this interview, Ego Straka, when he interviewed Francesca Odega, I could
Mm-hmm.
count how many times she was saying senior player. I am a senior
Mm-hmm.
player. I was saying, go and look at it. I laugh. I was just like, forget about this thing. It's football. You understand? There
Hmm.
was a time you were 17. You played 2011 when they
I
put
remember.
Odega. You remember, right?
Yeah.
And that coaching crew, some of the things that was happening behind the scene. Jesus Christ. There were some of them, they were using language. It was some very silly things happening in that coaching group. But Odega, when she came, she was a bright spark. You understand?
Yeah.
She at 17 or 18. You understand? You understand? But now the performance is dwindling. Nobody should. It's not a bad thing if they should let go. But this entitlement mentality is very, very bad amongst them. You
Mm.
understand?
Yeah.
Also, and you would see it when they gave them the $100,000 reward, rightly so by the president. You could see some of the SPRs was now they were holding or automatic video sessions. That's
Uh-huh.
entitlement, man. Why are
Yes.
you doing that? Is your time? Are you still? Do they still want to play? For
Mm-hmm.
me, nobody should even be giving anybody body. You understand? But I know this is already swept under the rug. But some of these things you can't say it out. You just keep quiet because you don't want to offend anybody. But true. It's entitlement. Don't do such a thing. Just you understand. If the male players do that, they would call them out. It's gone. It's gone. You are not a super falcon. The moment you leave, let it go. If you are not performing well, don't fight for the spot. It's not. There, you can play in retirement leagues. Just let it go. You understand? It's not, don't be fighting for those spots. You understand? People remember your good work. Leave it like that. You understand? I remember Ngozi Ukubi
And
in 20,
yeah, why
in,
why did they allow her to come in? She does not even need to be a super Falcons.
no, respectfully, so 2014, 2015, she was unplayable. She was a good player then.
Yeah.
You understand? I remember she was the only bright spark in midfield. She
In the
could
midfield,
remember what she did Sweden, what she
yeah.
even did USA. You understand? I remember I watched some of those games. Everybody was talking about her. She moved to Washington Spirit after then. You
Yeah.
understand? So, but I mean, but it's past now, right?
Yeah, it's bad.
At this stage, you have to let go. I think that's the entitlement mentality. I am very positive about that. It is there. Some of the senior players, they feel that when they are senior, they should be there, even though they don't play anything. People and the fans should allow them not to say anything, which is not
You
good.
hear, support our own, support our own.
Yeah, so it's not about that.
It's not about
Because
that.
sometimes Cristiano Ronaldo is still playing. You playing some high level. You need to be playing at a certain level to represent some national teams. It's not a national team where there is no availability of options. There are options, so you are always contending for a place
Yeah.
in the game, right?
Yeah.
So now on the next thing on the World Cup, and you mentioned the World Cup. The only thing I would disagree with you is when you mention fans. How the fans will always be fans. You understand?
Uh-huh.
Every England fans are worse. It's fans now. Leave the fans. Why is it that the NFF and the coaching crew cannot make decision without did this man not make decision on the list today? What's that guy?
Yeah.
This England coach. Did he
Yes.
not come out? Did they not ask him question? He said it. It's as good as that. But the NFF keeps hiding the coaches. They don't want them to come for press conference. Justin Madugu should be coming for press conference to release his list so that we ask him questions. He just needs to tell us that, oh, I'm dropping him. I'm dropping Tony Payne because I don't like the way she's playing like this. Did you know this coach carried Ivan Toney? Someone asked, why are you carrying Ivan Toney when you have better options? He said, look, Ivan Toney is a penalty taker, as useless as that point is. It's what it is. It is what
Yeah.
it is. He
Yeah.
wants to take the player. He wants to take. Nobody can contend with the coach at the end of the day. You understand?
Yeah.
During the World Cup qualifier, Finidi was they were doing this. NFF was inside of them. You could say you could
Hold on,
tell. I mean,
Henry.
from the body language.
Hold on, Henry. Kulexi, Temitope, and Charles. I will bring you on. Just hold on a second. Let's say Henry finish.
Okay.
Continue.
From the body language of NFF, it was clear. At the beginning of NFF, this NFF Gusau was like, they should be only 20 foreign base, three.
Yes.
You see what they were doing. You want to qualify for World Cup. He did not know that it's World Cup. He thinks the other teams, maybe it does not. I don't understand. Like, they don't discuss, they don't talk to the press. See what
sorry.
he was doing. 20
Henry.
versus 3. Don't bring home base goalkeeper, bring John Noble. You imagine this stupidity.
But Henry, let me ask you a question. You mentioned Ibrahim Gusso now, but I remember this interview of Victor Ekpeba on Super Sport. He said that it was their decision that it should be 70-30.
Can you imagine?
He said that home base. Look at that boy that played for Bender Insurance. What's his name again?
Benjamin Tanimu.
No, the midfielder.
Oh, the former under 17 guy. I've forgotten his name. Nwachuku, yeah, something.
Yes, around Nwachuku. Why is so? That is the problem we have.
He's playing in Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia. Can you see? There was that he was meant to call some players. He said that the NFF asked him to 70. No, the rest is going to be home base.
Can you imagine? And
So if we want to go to World Cup,
that's why we could not, at some point, we could not benefit, with all due respect, from Boniface when he was at his
yes,
peak.
because it wasn't called
When
up.
he was at his peak, because they will wait till the players start dropping form before they will now call him. Is it not form? And
Yes.
you know, football is one thing. See, there are some players, they are made to play one match,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their only match. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? For example, I will always use this example. That player they call Ganso. Ganso, do you remember him today for Brazil? He
No.
was shining with Neymar. He played one game or two games, and that was it. But he was on form. He was a late bloomer. He was on form. You understand? You call players when they are in form. It's
Mm.
simple. That's the only performance metric. You understand? That's the competition. You are doing well, call the player. It's the national team.
See.
It's a difficult sport. We know that. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? The level of fitness you need is very high.
Yeah.
So we could not benefit from certain players because they will not call them. They will not
Mm-hmm.
call them. This has always been the problem with the Super Eagles, with all due respect. There was a time there was a time this guy, in the past, Ezekiel Imo.
Yeah, it's getting more.
They
Yeah.
never invited him. He was playing. So they now called him at a time when he was going to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to him at that time
There's no
now.
benefit at that point in time. They
Yeah,
played.
it's simple as ABC. If you have a Real Madrid player now, that's why we have a problem always nailing some of these guys from abroad, because we don't want to enforce performance. It should be
Yes.
based on performance. No quota in the national team. No, none of these things. For me, if anybody should take the blame, it is NFF. They should come out and take the blame for that World Cup, because they were fighting battles they should not be fighting. They were fighting with themselves, fighting with the coach, fighting with everybody, fighting with the
Everybody.
fans. They
Yeah.
should. They want to tell her, yes, home base. The NFL president not say that he want more home base. There should be more home base players.
Uh-huh.
In under 17, no home base, only home base. Come on,
Under 20. Even said that
under 20.
he said one of his posted that all these foreign thing. We don't like it.
Uh-huh. But
That
I'm sure his children is abroad going to school.
and when Nigeria
I
lost
don't, now, yeah, the question I would have asked him
yeah.
when you're saying foreign, then if you don't want foreign, why can't you bring people that can have very high qualified coaching to coach under 17, under 20, under 33 Super Eagles?
See.
When he said foreign, for me, I would have said, okay, if you want it that way, start from under 17, start from under 20.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting
So,
me? If you don't want foreign, start from there. Because
so
most of the players that we are getting, Osime, Chukwueze, Awoni, Ihanato, all those people is from the grassroots, and you see the kind of club they played.
Yeah. See.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to quickly round up, if you don't mind. So
yeah,
sorry.
kind of quickly, yeah.
So NFF is against competition. That's what I'm trying to say. They are
Mm.
against. If you see even the under 17 job, I like the fact that they've given to the young guy, but there was no competition still. I doubt if they received resumes, if they looked at different options they could have taken. You understand? In my opinion, maybe you can educate me. Maybe they looked at many options, but and this is the thing, they do it as if it's a cult for only specified individuals that can please them. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And that's why the new Nigeria youth is disconnected with a lot of the hegemony, and they wonder why. You understand? Because they do everything as if it's a cult. They lie. You would see, they would do protest. They would do anti-protest. All these things is just, it's so funny. There's this massive disconnect between people that want honesty, integrity, and justice, and some of these leaders. You understand? Because that's just the problem. So they don't encourage competition. The World Cup qualifiers, the fans can say anything. That's why they are fans. They should be saying it in their house. They will say they can be armchair critics. It is only them that can be. It's only we that can talk. You understand? It is the NFF's job to cover all this noise and make good decisions that is honest, that has integrity, that they will just be saying the truth. You understand? Also, there is nothing like pressure on Finidi. Finidi was a massive failure. Why would someone be pressurizing you to take a player? You yourself, you that want to stay on the job for long, that want to get paid, you would listen to them and you want them to reward you for that. You
It
want
was, for
nobody
me,
should talk.
it
It's
was,
the
it
same
was,
entitlement now.
yeah.
Why are you entitled to the job? Now you only you did.
Yeah.
You should. You were calling. Finidi was himself doing himself, encouraging that old school useless things that they were doing in the past. They wanted to bring it. Nobody wants. Would he put his own child in that mess? You
And
understand?
you're
So,
right. You're right.
so that was the cause of that was the cause of the World Cup qualifier. I think
Yeah.
there was one more thing you talked about. I think I forgot. There was one more thing you talked. I wanted to comment on. Maybe I forgot at this time. But what I'm just trying to say, in honesty, is that oh yes, and the guys that are supposed to represent Nigeria, those guys that we always miss out on. It is clear. You understand why would miss anything they decide to do. You can't blame them because at the age grade competition we are not ready. You understand? Other African countries, they are picking up pace. Senegal and Morocco, they are doing the massive best. Senegal, I think they announced that they want to try to host the 2032 AFCON. Yeah, so they are making plans. They want to invest. They want to get maybe Chinese money and try to build more stadiums. You see, so then you are not doing anything. You want Tomori, or then he should not play for us. Tomori should go and play for Canada. That Debario should stay where he should be playing and should be happy. Don't play for this. See Noni Madueke and the Berechi is a shame, Cassius.
Yes.
Noni Madueke was playing his PSV. Then people come and talk, say they say Chukwu is a day better pass Noni Madueke.
Thank you.
How would you? Why are they against competition?
Yes.
Bring the boy now. Bring the boy first.
That was the excuse. So hey, that was the excuse. See, thank God you remember. No, the same thing with Saka. He said, "Oh, Chukwueze. Now,
bring the boy first now. Encourage competition.
Okay.
Encourage it.
I have a question.
Quickly.
My question is this. Yeah, my question is this. If you bring those people, do you think they will perform how they are performing now? Under Finidi. These are the ideology. If you bring these people, do you think? If you bring these people, I'm sorry, Eberecheze, Tony Madueke, Olise, Saka, right? Do you think they will perform very well for Nigeria?
Yeah, they will perform with as far as you give them everything they want. If they are happy, they will perform. But the problem, if they are coming to Nigeria, those guys, they won't tell you anything. But if they are not happy with the NFF and everything, they will treat it like every other normal thing.
That is where the problem. That is where the problem is. The problem is not them not coming. The problem is the NFF. Let's be honest to ourselves. I keep on making this argument. If Lookman waited and played for England, Lookman would have been selected in England with this person that is having.
Sorry, Smith. When is the NFF elections again?
September.
Are they still gonna do it at then?
Yeah. They will do it, but they want to go for consensus.
Okay. Do they want to? They want to change the statutes?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's still going to be an internal voting
Yeah. So
system.
can
Okay.
I respond to this person? See, when
Okay.
you
Let
invite,
me
yeah,
go
all right.
now.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you.
much.
let me
Thank
respect
you.
somebody.
We could talk later. Maybe we can this weekend. Henry.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll
Yeah.
talk this weekend. So many things to
Let
discuss.
me,
Henry. So many things to
yeah.
discuss. Henry. I'll call you. So Henry, Umberry, please.
Yeah, let me respond to these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, there are the kind of before you invite somebody, look at the person's heart.
Mm-hmm.
If it is Saka have the heart that he can play for Nigeria and win anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Look at the person's heart. If you
Mm-hmm.
are talking about Bassi have a heart. Iwobi has a heart. Are you getting me? Maduka has a heart.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is Madueke and Eberechiezi. I do not think they can be able to withstand the pressure. Exactly. Eberechiezi already showcased it to us when we invited him. He couldn't withstand the pressure. You get my point. He could not withstand the pressure. He left. Lukman withstand the pressure. Olaino withstand the pressure. But you see, Eberechieze and Madueke, they cannot withstand the
But do you
pressure.
think that
Yes.
Lookman will withstand
Eh?
the pressure?
Eh?
Do you think that?
He has already withstand the pressure.
But do you think that before he can withstand the pressure?
Yes. 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 Why did I say so? Why did I say so? Can I tell you?
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you why I say so? Family.
Mm-hmm.
You see the point? Family.
Yeah. So
You see,
Umbu.
now, apart
Yeah,
from that one,
you have to
the
let
last
me
thing I
get it.
wanted to say, is the
I can still
AFCON.
bring you in case anybody provoke you, but
Yes.
I'll say this.
I'm not going to make this. So let me say this for the qualifying. Yeah, people. If you studied human anthropology, will understand me. If you do not study it, you
Yeah.
will not understand me. It's unique. Now, talking about the AFCON qualifying, our group is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy group. Why did I say so? I believe in Eric Chill. Eric Chill has made Super Eagles in such a way that no team in Africa can beat Super Eagles
I
in
also agree that
19 years.
we win the
No
4
team.
games.
It's very easy. No team in African continent can beat Super Eagles within 90 minutes. No team. Go and check it. No team.
I agree that Eric Che will win the 4 games.
Nobody. Why did I say so? He bring the discipline. He brought in this discipline. He brought in the management.
Mm-hmm.
Look at football we are talking about. Super good that cannot score 3 goals and 2 goals. He's scoring 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. But no team. That is very easy. I'm not panicking about the qualifying. It's very, very easy. And you don't be surprised what will happen against Poland and Tunisia. Sorry, Portugal.
Uh-huh.
After the game.
I think we'll beat Poland.
You see that game?
Uh-huh.
That game we put NFF president and the Shehu Duko in trouble. Yes. You see that 2 games, we put them in trouble. Yes,
Okay.
I'm telling you. Yes.
All right. Eddie, okay to see. Eddie, thank you for very interesting. Always
Yeah, no problem.
miss you. They miss you when you took a sabbatical.
No, I'm in school, so I'm preparing
I
for
know. You're a professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I will still come back. I just want to listen.
Thank you. Yeah. So I have like a couple of people just to bring up quickly. I'm like Charles, this is your car. Charles is always inside the car. Charles is always inside the car. I'm gonna bring these 3 people actually what up and I'm gonna be collect Shale and I hope that I can be able to hear Charles this time around. So the where camera is not working. So Charles, just hold on. Let me hear from Temitope quickly. Can you talk quickly? Temitope, can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
First of all,
yeah.
No problem. I can't hear you. I don't know why. But no problem.
Join again, Jazz.
Okay. Can I talk now?
If I don't talk, don't worry.
If you're not careful, how can we knock that good World Cup? I thought about that. It's Maduko of the team. I don't know what the team is preparing. But that's what I'm playing. I'm not playing anything at all. Then that's Maduko will not make any tactical knowledge of football. I don't know. I watched them against the staff in the play, and the other 20 team too. That's the most ever see. No style of fun that girl. So about our ladies, they're going down. No more talent again in Nigerian football. I'm sorry to say, because I watched the national match last week. I just love to qualify that game. I love to qualify. They are playing second that Cameroon they beat us. And for the Super Eagles, Smith, I beg. By August, by next month, a share will be 6 months to go. A share will have 6 months to go. This man will go. He will go after the war, we go. And then I'll be of Nigerian football. And if they're not going to give Amnike the job now. Or Olise. Or I'm not going to go again. They should do business for 3 months contract. And because they're not doing well. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wait, I can hear you. Yes.
But they're not hearing me. This man will leave us. He will leave us out of the work commission after the World Cup. So Ghana need the coach. They're not going to put and they will call they give him better money. Because the good manager. I'm not left with Ibrahim again and Olise. As for Gusto say rubbish. That what's the World Cup award? What Cup was? What I don't win it. No, the winner is that you now. Or Semenyo. Or the player of Semenyo. So we are not winning. So why do I steal it? That one they do beat they do better thing for Nigeria football. No wasting money. You don't have a stadium, don't have a stadium. Look how they put those girls in hostel. Instead of now that they are not still begin. Man, those people attack those girls. What we have to do them? I beg. They are sick of shit. They are sick of shit. They are sick. Finally, before I go, I have this for you. Them have also that call Sula. Them have call Sula today. They call that boy. Now that boy, they call him now. So I told him, I told him that to him. And also, you can't play for it too. So that's -2. Anything amount, better talent. You don't get them. We're going to get people like them happy that play for second shot, that play for the let's fight for. How would one be? Could have that better league than their point, but they're good for all their point base. Then nothing. But then what so they can another their up list. I watch it live. The Papa is too much. When Nigeria and if every day, they're not press conference, nothing. Just full of rubbish people over there. I don't want to lament anymore. Finally, they're not careful. They're not going to happen. Start on the World Cup. I can tell you, they're not going to see. We see. Now I want you to see. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Sorry for keeping you waiting for so long, but thank you, Dr. So, so he's in the office, but let me hear from Lexi.
Yeah, thanks. Can you hear me, Smith Line?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to just introduce a few things. I think there's a popular saying that say if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, basically. So I think that's the direction we are going actually. And yes, the Super Eagles stand for is in fact the men's national team. Let's just use the men's football in Nigeria is already at a crash level. And I think maybe it's not enough for these people. And what they are doing now is the football of the women is in the same direction. And I think if you cannot even it's always easy to destroy something than to build it. But how you will respond and you recognize improvement is the fact that people are able to even put a stop to a downward process, something on a downward process. First, stop it. So, and it doesn't look like there's a need for stop. So I don't know how they can, if they cannot stop something that's already obviously that is still manageable, and they're not able to stop it. I doubt they'll be able to even build something that's already spoiled or crashed. Because I'm talking about the female football. Now, female football still qualifies for almost all age grade competition. The female national team is still doing well. If you look at there are a few things I want to talk about, but if you look at that stuff, if you look at even the website on their Nigerian website, when they put it there, that's what they are still talking about. And when they're doing their press conference, their whole conversation, that's what they are still talking about. But apparently, with the current state of things at the moment, where friendlies are becoming difficult, even the under 8 team played, the qualifiers and the ones they play with Malawi and all those things, you can see there's no much prospect in that regards as well. It wasn't an interesting game to watch. Now it's already on that ground, so very soon all of those guys will not qualify. It's a sad thing as well that I don't know. I remember watching 8th grade football, AFCON, all those things for men's under 17, and at this point the competition is going on, and we are not there. We cannot even, like, it just doesn't make sense. Is it not the under 17 AFCON African? I mean, under 17 Cup is going on currently, I think. And Nigeria is not qualifying for all of these things back to back, and we're not even playing in it. So if you don't even play all these competitions, you can't develop the national team. We should forget about home base and age grade, because if we are not playing this competition, then it doesn't allow the football federation to even keep producing or for us to spot talent. That's the only thing that's what's going on here. And that's where the problem is. And that's why it was easy for us to spot talents back then, because we would always play all the 8th grade competition, including the one in Africa and the one in the world, when they are playing across the world. We are not doing that now. So that fundamental issue, and I don't think they are ever going to solve it. Now, let's look at the simple things. I think we are talking about complex things, and I don't know if there's ever a solution. Maybe we should just all give up and just start supporting other countries. I'll tell you what I mean. I know I'm going to watch Ivory Coast. I'm in Canada. I'm going to watch Ivory Coast on June. I even bought their jersey to make it the white one. So I'm going to support Ivory Coast against it's expensive, but we'll go by God's grace. At least I will not, because of one Nigeria did not qualify, miss the World Cup opportunity. Ivory Coast versus Germany. So I'll go there and watch it. So I already have my seat, everything. But what I wanted to say is this. Let's start with NFF website. I don't know if anybody has tried to go there. People who have clinics, I have, like, even here, people that have basic stuff. We can set up a website that is functional. Go and start NFF's website. It doesn't cost anything.
I can do it for you now.
Thank you. If you click on the link, NFF League, error. If you click on information, error. Nothing. Only the opening page. The next set of pages, you can't click 2 links. It's not going.
Let me just tell you something about that thing, that league thing. NFF told the clubs that you bring the name of their goal scorer in the league. You submit all the names of all those who score for them. They don't have the data.
But I will give you an instance. If you don't have data, simple. I used to, before I moved down to Canada, I used to be the president of the Nigerian doctors in the UK, and we set up a website. There are ways you can ask people to write content, and all these journalists we are talking about, that will keep your website robust. Blogs, interviews. There are ways you can keep your website active. Even on the Nigerian Premier League, nothing costs you to. Videos are always flying around. Highlight them, cut them, and use snaps of videos. If you want to do it, you can do it. People will engage, and you can even monetize all these things and make money from it. They are not ready. Now, I type Senegal zone. At least you can click, you can see conference with the coach. We cannot organize the live press conference. Can we at least do an interview where we can transcript it and put it on this website so that people can go and see the article, the mindset of the coach on the list that was released? So that's number one. Something as simple as website we don't have. So let's forget it. And you want someone from abroad that is used to all this basic stuff to come and play for us at the same time. We are just messing up outside and are messing up inside as well. That's the truth. Now, let's cancel website and even leave that one again. I want to ask a few questions. When I first read the headline, Nigeria and China, I swear the first thing that came to my mind is, okay, well, thank God, maybe we'll be able to learn some infrastructure. Maybe they'll come and help us build the stadium, and maybe they want to try a partnership with the partner so that they will supply us certain things that we know is Chinese products are even cheaper to acquire and will help us to build infrastructure. That was what I was even thinking I was reading that. And I read those articles, read the whole thing. I do not understand the head and neck. Maybe you will help us and tell me. Maybe you can tell me. Because I know that Senegal was in one of the African countries that went into partnership with China was for building infrastructure. I think it's Senegal now. I'm not sure it's one of those African countries. Yeah. So I beg, come and tell me what that conversation is about, because I don't see. They say something about if somebody failed to qualify for something, the way these guys are moving is like somebody is moving mad in such a way that it does not pain you. You know, when you are moving, okay, I'll give you an instance. You're in UK. I spent a lot of UK politics. They are losing. Just the last election they did in UK, where the Prime Minister, the Labour Party, they are losing the election. They are already calling for his head. He's going to leave that role. How can people be doing this? And they have to go and meet China and shake. They want to come and host the ceremony. Like, do you understand those questions? That it shows that, Yoruba will say you don't have a duty. Like, there's no shame. And the truth of the matter is you cannot shame the shameless. Unfortunately. So there's no going. I don't know whether our talking will make any progress. That's the truth. I feel that sometimes privatization starts. I don't know where people like you, all these other farm tribe, Oluoke and Nigeria, and this what's his name, IoT. We can start to set up all these things. Let's give people what they want. Let us set up websites the way you have your podcast. Have things people will contribute. There are GoFundMe for all of these things. As long as there's transparency, there's no accountability. Set up our own websites. Set up things. Let us start going around showing videos across players, highlights, build it that it includes the rules. I think do what you can from your own way. People post players that are playing in the video. Allow them to send videos. If you look at it and it makes sense, post it on the website, post it on all your social media handle. Let people start to see it. Maybe we would. I think the purpose of our conversations here should go with lead those people. What can we do within ourselves to make things better? Throw lights open things open, and let us do it. I always look for solutions. I think I don't think we ever get answer from them.
I want to just say something about what you just said now. You mentioned this is a very beautiful idea, and I will tell you a real life story. Nigeria played against Ghana in the under 23 qualifiers for the last time that we qualified. That game was played in Uyo. That game was streamed live. The NFF could not stream it. So somebody streamed it privately. They went to go and go and take the camera of the adversaries. I'll say that them get it. They won't stream out. And they did not stream anything. And the reason why, is because they went on YouTube. They realized that some people are showing this thing. No. They say, now we get this. Now we get this thing. They took the whole thing. They did not stream it. So they just stop the person from doing it. So these people also have this thing that if you are trying to help them out, they believe that you are benefiting. That even if you are trying to help them out, come and give me money. From what you are getting.
Their legal brack works. The only problem is what I've realized working with few Nigerian parastatals is that sometimes when we want to do things as well, we don't consider the all round framework of this things. You understand me? They are legal. If you're going to do things like this, they are legal backworks to it. Yeah, they can frustrate you, but you will have connection that pass their own connection as well. And there will be legal backwork framework. If what we are going to do is not only trying to just do it for doing sake, we are doing it to teach people lesson and show them how things are properly done. And why I said that is because they are legal backwards. Because if all of this is funding, if you have direct funding, you set up something that is legal proof. If they want to go to court, you go to court, you take them to court. We already know they don't have the money. We already know they don't have the sense to even win a court case. So when you take them, they will keep quiet eventually. We know the Nigerians like to claim good things and they want to do it the way they are. But when you set up a robust structure that follows the line, that doesn't even mean that leaves the Nigerian government out of it, are they coming for your YouTube channel? No, they cannot come for your YouTube channel because it's not within their reach. So all of those things they can do, but I realize that they are not that we can still achieve it outside of them, and that's the truth. Now I want to ask: we have released? Do we now have an official stadium for our own matches yet? Have they released that with the AFCON qualifiers that has been released.
No, I
I
think
think
is only Uyo, but the
so.
NFF
That's
president,
that new stadium is out of it. Count it out.
which
The one that we were talking about on our is it what's the name of the one in is it Delta or Edo State or maybe they say it's going to be ready. They've done paparazzi. We have forgotten about it.
oh, the stadium cannot pass CAF. They know it cannot pass CAF, but I think the NFF is looking for a way because to see exactly how to take Super Eagles to play in that stadium. But in my own opinion, if you want to build stadium, like you can see it's Benin Republic. Go and see the stadium they are building in Cotonou. Go look at Burkina Faso, look at Mali, look at the Nigerian Republic. I'm just saying that the normal requirements of stadium, why can't you bring them in and just ask CAF that what's the normal requirement to? I don't know.
Are there no private clubs that people can? Another solution is there are some clubs that are already playing that one can build to standard, privatize. Let's rent it to them. Then they come and pay money. They want to be using it. It's not possible. In like Lagos,
Ikeneremo Stadium has been approved to host like category 3. One is not capacity is not enough. I don't think they have the media tribune. It's not enough, but at least.
But in the England model, in the UK model, is privatization. And you get sponsors to praise. You split the fees and the pronouns for it. And stadiums nowadays are not only they set them up in such a way that they have other facilities. You have halls outside of the stadium that you can actually still use to generate funds beyond just football matches. And
so that's why
I think the business model that I think people, I still say it again. A lot of people will be willing to contribute things like this in a way to develop it. I think we should forget NFF. I feel that when you talk, I don't think our talk is the shameful people that will do something. These people don't have it and they will not respond. I think people who are already on ground, who have connection, some of these protests you are doing is good. But I think we should start to work on collaboration. I know Nigerians are unique in such a way that sometimes when it comes to collaboration, that money is involved, we are very destructive. We are not agreeable. And that's one of the things and this has nothing to do with NFF. This has nothing to do with NFF. It's in our system. But I think sometimes we have also shown that when there's a good structure with a good basis, we can comply, we can obey, we can comport ourselves. And I wish that's my message to you. Let's start to use this our channel positively and forget these people. When things go further, people will even come and pay money to buy it out for you. Let us buy it from you. We want to take, and people do these things, set up small things and sell it out on a wider scale. We can do it. Now, I want to ask again. I forgot. Now we know that the Chinese thing is useless. You don't have information about it. The stadium is still Uyo or it is, which is obviously not a sign of progress as well. I also want to ask about. I asked a question when we released Unity Cup. What was the purpose of the list? Is it just to watch? Are we wanting to transition some of the players of that list to break into the national team? Yes, we know we discovered one person, but how effective is that going to be? Let's hope so. Number one. And I want to give an instance. England now, they have 3 or 4 young players. Unfortunately, that Rio boy is going to go to the pre-training, pre-record training. And nothing to say that if any injury happens, they might just say, he's too shiny, or they might call somebody from the guys they drop out, most likely. But they've already introduced him. I don't know whether it's the media and the hype around it that made them quickly do that. So I don't know if you have any info around that, because apparently he's already in the people that so we should forget about him, apparently.
It's like, I saw that analogy before that it's like you want to go and speak to again, you are looking so haggard that they love me for, you have to present something. For example, now, but in the public, you're looking so dirty and you say that they love me for who I am. Who are you? What are you presenting? What are you showing? In the Benin Republic people, Benin Republic in Cotonou there, they went to France to organize camp for like Benin Republic bomb players that wants to join their underage. They are building infrastructure to show people, like, okay, if you want to come home, we have where to stay. If you want to come home, this is our camp. These are people thinking. Well, if you want to bring Rio now, Rio might not be right for Nigeria. Where would you want to bring Rio? To come and shake someone with you, or to come and shake the president? That is where we can take him to. There's no basic infrastructure to come and show him, say, okay, you know what? This is where we used to train. Okay, take it to a coach there and suits. Or take him to the Ibom, Vicent Hotel. I mean, what do you want to show him? That is it. So the problem is that everything still stop at this guy's table. That, see, just do the basic thing. Do common sense thing. Do the basic thing. Do common sense thing. And that, it's just because everything these people they know exactly how to frustrate you. For example, now, if you see the way age work, somebody is investing money, developing players in Nigeria, spending millions of dollars. So because they're not happy with him, he's talking too much. They
not call us any of it. They don't even introduce any of it.
They know that he's doing well. They know that everything is happening, but they look for a way to exclude him.
That's the normal way.
So if you are just like look at FCA that produce Onyeka, and so on, they excluded. They're not part of this thing. They will not pick their player. Look at Beyond Limit. On one side, they will not pick their player. It's Mavlon. So they know exactly how they exclude. See,
and because those ones are going to give them money to his exchange, is trade by barter now. Somebody will pay at the back, invest in what they're money they're using to do. So you call my player, and because when those ones to blow, then that's where they will too see their own money back later. That's why I go again. Smith, I think our conversation, let's start talking about things that we can do outside of NF. People are brilliant minds on this your stream around and willing minds that will start to drop solutions, that have connections. Some of these people know players that can spend money and do something. They will put to those courses. Nothing costs all of these things for people to enjoy and have good basic stuff. We can actually set up all these things. Training pitches, all those things are possible, standard. And people can also approve. You can get a FIFA approved stadium without needing the Football Federation, as long as it's as a private entity. If you want to use it for other things, if you know their standard, you build according to those standards. And those standards are publicized. It's not hidden information. What I'm saying, it looks like a mega project, but they are usually possible. I think talking about these people and waiting for them will make no difference. The most important thing is to do what you can do outside of them, and things will progress. Because I've looked at everything. There's no positivity. The only good thing right now about NFF that is going on is the Instagram page. And it's maybe because they went to go and give somebody that has brain small. That's the only thing active about NFF. Yes, that's the only thing active about NFF right now is the Instagram page. Imagine the number of people watching and comments on Instagram page. If they could translate that into other forms of media issues, these things are not difficult at all, and it doesn't cost much. It's just that people are not thinking about it. We can see what they are thinking about. They want to host AFCON, African Player of the Year ceremony, with which God, it is where that money that
you mention this again, is as open under because let me tell you something. If you are discussing this thing, it's when it's going to that as brain, as knowledge. See, you know that you're talking about media channel testing. You know that this YouTube thing that they are doing. Some people are the ones chopping the money. They just everything is scattered.
Because when you make money, you are not reinvesting it. You have to reinvest it into your network, into your business to make it to grow. You don't have goals and plans for it. So what's going to happen? Nothing.
People that are talking like this, they want quick money. I'm going to make 1 million. That's what they want. Go and have conversation with them. Just go and talk to them. Am I going to where is the money? They don't think about long time. Where is the money? How are we going to
even know how? I'm asking myself how you will set up a coach that you saw that had offers and he stayed. That's the level of respect he has shown you. The reciprocal is for you to round up the deal and close it off. But apparently, most likely, you don't have the money to employ this guy, which is what is likely going on here. We already see the traces.
So he's not the one that employed him. So he's not the one. He doesn't have the money to employ him.
But it lies with the National Sports Commission.
He was national scout commission. So when he was still
Yes.
looking for coaches, he was still running at Asketa to go and be looking for a way to get coach when we're looking for coaches. So they rescued him. He wasn't the one that employed them.
Which is why we are talking about the fact that there's no planning now, because it doesn't look this when Nigeria used to move, when we start moving like this, it's because we don't have money to retain this guy, and they will not do it. They will leave it to the last minute, and it will just end like that. They will look for excuse.
I agree with you. I think private is the best. It's just that to do on one corner, lead the government, but so plan to resist.
Private people thrive in most economy. Private people thrive and set the standard, and that's one of the reasons why Nigeria is where it is now. Because we don't have standard private companies. All the private companies we had when Nigeria was good, the moment they all packed away, it became worse.
I agree with you, Kunezi. Thank you for the time. Let me just has been waiting for so long.
Before the man goes, let's see.
Okay, you want to say something?
I beg to differ to a lot of things he said, and I don't want to be too pessimistic, but the reality on ground is that we tend to forget that the nation cannot survive on anything they want to invest in, except if they get the politics right. Adedotun is always coming here and saying that President Tinubu should just get sports right. She just gets sports right. It's not possible. It's not possible. Let's be realistic. Let me start from where, because I came up because of Henry, when he said some people cannot handle pressure. He said some players cannot handle pressure when they come in. I wanted to ask him, but he left. And I'm coming to attack this man too. Now, you gave him an example. Say, I think it was talking about website, and then you website of the association that is not functional. You give an example of somebody that they scattered these attempts to get things better. See, these people, they are learned, they are exposed, they know the standards. Let's stop excusing them that they are dumb. They know what they are doing. Do you get? They know what they are doing. The reality is that the reason for them getting that appointment to be NFF chairman or NFF president or sports minister is for them to come and carry money. That is what they are coming for. So the main goal cannot be achieved if the people that are there because they wanted to compensate them for one thing or the other. We all know on this platform that Guso has nothing to offer. He was only appointed by the X1 that is leaving. And everywhere the guy is, Guso is just there behind him to say, this is what you should say. Balatara is just behind him to say, this is that. So what are we expecting from somebody like that? And let me tell you, he said that private sector would only invest in what they can benefit from. Our richest man said he is interested in Arsenal recently in an interview, which there was a time they said he was interested in Arsenal, buying Arsenal. And they now interviewed him recently, and he said that, well, that is not what his time. Because that time, it was the time he was investing in one, he mentioned like 2 or 3 factories. And at the same time, he was trying to stop producing, I think they said he has stopped Dangote sugar or flour or something. So at that point in time, a businessman is looking at Arsenal Football Club, a whole manufacturing plant of Dangote flour that he's about to stop. And then he has this money to think of, should I carry this money to petrochemicals or something? Do you get? Then the man now decided that, okay, let me carry my money, go Dangote refinery, because that is the most productive or, profitable one in my what I'm doing. Why would I go to Arsenal that they will not be telling me one player they're not winning trophy and I will not be able to recover my money back? That is what all these private sectors would look into before they can invest in our football. Somebody that would invest in stadium, the activities around stadium needs to be attractive enough for him to now invest, for people to be utilizing it.
Because it's capital, it's a lot of money.
Intensive.
Now, sorry, can I come in there?
Well, let him finish.
When you now see all those things and say, okay, people should carry their money and put inside. These people, like Smith said, will frustrate you out of the game. They know what they are doing. When you will see them, when you don't want to do the right thing now, they will come with different lawyers to come and fight you at the Supreme Court level to say that I'll be national, what is it called in sport arbitration or something.
Because
they know what they are doing. They know the law. They know how they can fight you if they are not benefiting from what you are doing. So let's not deny.
So do you think that Masai's idea might not work?
Of course, it might not work if he has not put the.
Because he spoke to Sheodiko, but there's no response.
Smith, Masai, I mentioned in the comment that time that Masai was the NBA champion won the NBA for Toronto Raptors when he was the president in 2019. Then he has gone to, I think, Dallas or something now to be president or CEO. The reality is that kind of a person, okay, he has done it outside. He has the connect.
Even built the Rwanda this now.
He has the money. Do you understand? And he has the connect that he can attract that business. But the reality is that when you get to Nigeria, it's not about the president alone. He is only opportune to speak to the president at that point in time. If he's a president that is interested, he will now say, "Oh, come, we'll talk." Then talk to this person, talk to this person. He's not going to execute it himself. He's going to give it to somebody like Sheodiko to say, "Whenever you are coming to me, come with Sheodiko. He's my sports secretary, sports commission minister, or whatever." And that one now, all the people around him will now be saying that for you to achieve this, and that, you need to give us this and that. And that is the whole operation, because the appointment they got to be there in the first place was like for them to come get something. Everybody going into politics in Nigeria nowadays is about their pocket. It's not that they don't collect something in this part of the world where we are. It's not that they don't gain something. All these politicians, they gain, but it's their mind when they are talking to people, when they are expressing this thing, they don't make it look as if we are going there to go and steal the country's money. They go there to come and they tell us that, oh, we are doing this for you, we are doing this for you. They focus on their deliverable and not the money they are stealing. That's why you can see some of them going back to the Senate, to the House, to the thing, because they know what they are getting there, and they don't have anything to do when they go back home. Same thing we do in Nigeria, but our own is that we make our own, we push it to our face that, okay, we are there to steal money. And that is the main problem we are having. Sports cannot be isolated when we are talking of all these things that we are suffering from politically. That's the concern me I have. And until we address that political, grounds with some simple thing like primaries, it's waiting to happen today, waiting to happen tomorrow. Now today we see as why people they talk. We saw primaries recently that some people that they don't want them to win, they kept their people outside and allowed the only people that, because they know that even if they allow them to enter, them counting 1, 2, 3, this one 100, this one 120, they are scared of that person, going past their numbers. So they didn't even allow them to enter, because by allowing them to enter, they might scatter the whole plan, because now you have counted it's gone past your own. There's a problem. Camera is there, everybody is seeing it. So the best option is not to even allow them enter. And that thing will still happen in 2027. It will happen in 2027 because we are just a few months to election, and we are seeing this in the primary of the most important party in Nigeria. Or the most popular party in Nigeria now. So again, that is that. But then I don't want to be like, say, this guy don't get hope for Nigeria. But do you understand my point? I'm just trying to let you understand that before you can attract private investors, you need to sanitize the environment a little. You need to make those things more attractive. You need to, before they can now see the reason for them to come and invest.
1, 2, 50, 200, 300.
That is that. All right. I was going to ask Ombu when he comes.
No. Ombu is coming. I just want to connect it to address.
No, let me. I understand your point, my brother. I understand your point, but you're looking at this. See, that is fundamental of making a massive and a global change. What I am saying is, if you want to achieve a change, it begins with you, with me. It begins with everyone around. If you give excuse and you wait, nothing gets done. Now, I started my conversation by establishing the fact that change and that sanitation you are waiting for, sometimes it doesn't look like we have any timeline here. And it could just be one thing will just happen, but can we wait for that? I'm saying that even the one that was working, the female football is even on the way down, which means that there's no light of anything going right. What I am saying is that certain little things can start, there's no frustration anywhere. Things that involves IT does not involve any frustration. Now, let's start with website. This Nigeria podcast, all these guys now come together, set up a standard website that follows the Nigerian Premier League, gives it exposure, set up a diaspora in Nigeria. We talk about it. People submit blogs, write blogs, put it on it. People can read, can watch, and people can start to get awareness. Things that are going on the ground can start to happen. There's no frustration anywhere because that can start. Now, I'm coming somewhere. Now,
you know that they have rights. They have sole rights to that website. When you start making profit and they start seeing it being successful, they will come for you.
Yeah. Sorry, you just made one point. I don't know. See, one of my friends, he might be listening to me now. Super Falcons doesn't have any page. You know, he opened page for Super Falcons. The moment they realized that he opened page, just Instagram page of Super Falcons, so
they will come for it right now.
They went to report him, frustrate him.
I don't know that. I know what you're saying.
So they did everything that, you know, they didn't have anything to do, but because he seen that open page, they went to go and be telling people, don't follow this page. They went to FIFA. They did everything to frustrate him. So, you know, what you're talking about here, I understand you perfectly. But these guys, like Gustavo said, I think they know what they are doing.
No, I think the number one mistake is to assume they don't. The number one mistake is to assume they don't. See, Nigerians are very smart. The question is whether we want to do things right or not. And most often, I know we always choose the easy way out. Nobody wants to do things right. To do things right sometimes is not ever an easy. It requires a lot of consistency and hard work and thinking. Most people who are smart don't want to do it. That's the truth. And that's why you see the Nigerians go outside and we excel a lot. And that's only because we already have the work ethics embedded in us. And most often than not, when you go outside where the standards are there, you know that you cannot afford to do anything less than deliver on the standard. We push hard and hard for it. What I just wanted to say is this. See, they say that there's a way they say that is one thief that know how to catch another thief on the mountain when we get to that point. You understand? See, they are smart. We know how they operate. You are not setting up something as what's the word I'm looking at? You are not setting up something as a novice. You are setting up something knowing what to expect, which means there's nothing in this world that you don't have a way around. And that's a good thing about law. It's just going to take a lot of hard work, but you can set it up and there will be no issues. That's what I want to know. There will be issues, but you will have ways around it. The guy that they are talking about on the Instagram that they push and frustrate, did they arrest him? Can they do anything? They will only try to frustrate you. If you have your right fans, they cannot say somebody cannot join your page, cannot join, because Instagram is under the line of a Meta. So it's Meta that will decide what will happen from what will not happen. That's what I know. But what I'm trying to say is that some people are still involved in this football that mean well and can still get things done. For example, I understand what you're saying, my brother. You can set up a private stadium and you will sell it. People open halls now, models, shopping complex. It has nothing to do with Nigerian football. It has nothing to do with Nigerian government. But as far as you can, and people will patronize them, regular Nigerians will patronize them. As far as you can show them, the only problem, which is where you are coming from, is when it starts to look like a success, then they start coming. That's when you start seeing, when it's looking like it's getting attention, you will see frustration. Instead of them to say, how can we partner with you? But of course, it's the money they want to take. We've said it before, you go and build land. The same way area boy will come. Maybe what you're building will benefit the community. It does not concern them. It's the money they want to collect from you now that they want to take. And that's what they will push on for. But what I'm saying is that there are ways around certain things out that right from the beginning to be part of the planning and to be part of the process. And that way you are prepared for it. Because other countries are doing right. Other countries are getting better. 5 years ago, what Senegal was is not what they are now. The same thing in Morocco. But we are not doing the same thing. So somebody has to do a thing. If we wait, what's the point of talking? Nobody's going to kick the Gusso out now. And it looks like they want to enter again. So are we going to, let us fold our hands and we cannot just agree that 2030, we are missing out again. Or we are going to enter by luck. Even Italy that has their heart together is missing out back to back again, extra. So what do we do? I'm just saying that our conversation sometimes, and that's what I'm saying to Smithai, that let's start looking at what can we do outside of these people. The little we can start to do. I think that's what we should start talking about, because our talk has done nothing and has removed these people from nowhere. Maybe election will happen in Nigeria and things will change when the new government enters.
Our talk has done something. Guso came to do interview today. We went to our ICV, so he came to reply us. We also have the right of reply, so he came to reply.
Is he moving from the office? Is he going to change what he's going to do on Monday morning?
No, the issue is this, Alexi, is that this anyhowness is too much.
It's too much. I agree.
They do what they like. This that you get to go on this video they did now photo shoot they do for them, like proper dressing. You can see the way they are videoing. They don't edit and fully. It doesn't talk. It doesn't care. They see Super Falcons did not have their kids in Morocco. He said it doesn't care. It doesn't not care. So because the reason why they don't is because nobody is calling them. Nobody is questioning them. I'm sorry to say this, there was a time in this country when Nigeria failed to win the AFCON in '92. The president then called called them. Say, why didn't you win the AFCON? Say, they don't give me money. The money you normally send to me, the NFA, then they will take it. And he corrected, since then everybody set up. So he was monitoring the money. So what I'm just trying to say basically is this: if there is leadership somewhere at any level, maybe from Shehu Diko, at any level, at any level, I think things will change. That is my thing. I just see what we need is basic. Kulezi, I know that you are international person now. When they sponsor you to go on the trip, you will write what you spend now.
You have to write report. You must write report. I've gone on trip. You have to write report. And it's within 24, 48 hours so that you don't forget.
Yes.
And you keep receipt. You keep receipt.
You keep the receipt. How much you spend, the reverse.
Yeah, you keep receipt and everything.
That is a standard practice around the world, is it not? Yeah. But one Super Falcon player wrote everything. Say, wouldn't they worry this oneself now? You supposed to forget them now. How much be this? Where they give them be now? All those type of things. They just basic things they don't know. So what we just need is just somebody that is just slightly sane that can do these things. So thank you for your time.
People that are not able to get players from the airport, just little arrangement, logistics arrangements.
Talk to Innocent Moto. Just
you just speak to them. Those guys do your alliance.
Or if it's their girlfriend coming from the airport,
they will do it free, Seth. Those guys will do it free. It may be just one slide logo on. And that's why I said all these websites, if it was working, we know how we canvas for sponsorship. It's just a good website that you just put our logo there. That's all. You don't even need to be on the list.
If they are not benefiting from it, they are not ready to sign that deal.
Why do you think that they've not bought new bus? Can you see that bus that they are still using? They will be pushing all to this moment.
Let's say, for example, Innocent like now wants to give you like 10 cars every time those guys come in. Go and you even give them driver or something and go and pick them. But apart from say they don't get that benefit of saying they don't give them free cars to go and pick this.
They ask them for money.
Exactly, that's what is killing it. They
will use the car to go and pick somebody else.
This Warri Township Stadium that you mentioned earlier. It's not a new stadium. They're just trying to upgrade some new things.
Yes, of course. They've attempted to build it before.
But the point is that why are they trying not to do all those lobby standing beside the governor? Is the end goal is we'll bring Super Eagles here. For us to bring Super Eagles here, this is what you give us.
Yeah. So
just to make noise on yourself as a government. Say Super Eagles went to go and play in Warri or Delta. Do you understand? Governor will be happy because he's going to boost his political ego.
Of course, no.
So, thank you, Leslie.
No problem.
All right, thank you, Leslie. Let me just bring very quickly before we wrap it up. Ombre wants to reply, Salam. So
let him come. I want him to come and tell me.
That too, I will end up with you. You are eating your pounded yam. When you finish eating your pounded yam, I'll bring you. So he said that he wants to come and talk to you. Yeah, Ombu, talk to him quickly now.
No, he wants to ask me a question. I'm here for you.
My question to you is simple.
Yes.
You said some players are not able to withstand the pressure back home if they are invited. And
Yes.
I want to ask you, why is that? If those basic things are provided, like we are talking about now, carrying somebody from airport, logistics, hotel, flight, basic, all those things that these boys need, basic, or not even anything compared to what England would have provided for them or France, just basic. You get, even put them in a hotel, no special maybe center for our Super Eagles. The point is that why would you be, and the pitch, everything is standard, international, FIFA approved standard. Why would you say a player would not be able to handle pressure? Do you
Okay.
think you people now make as if say we
Yeah.
people wey born for abroad, they no get relationship with their pikin, are just so disconnected back to Nigeria?
Okay. To answer your question,
Yes.
you have already put the word if. Now, since you have already put the word, if those basic things are put in place,
Yes.
you have already answered the question.
Well,
So let's remove.
Because now those people,
Yeah.
okay, let's now
Now
remove the if.
let's
The ones
let's
that are
remove.
the one that
Let's
are coping
let's
now, all those players
yeah.
that are coping now, what changed about them that is making them cope?
Okay.
What is Ola not
Okay.
doing?
What changes
Or what
about them?
information is you getting to cope?
Okay.
Basi, every one of them.
Okay. It's a good question. If you study philosophy of anthropology, everybody's unique.
You just start with that. Continue.
I'm coming. Everybody's unique.
Yeah.
There are some players that can withstand pressure, and there are some players that can never withstand pressure.
I agree. There are different people,
Now,
different personalities.
players that can withstand pressure surround themselves with their family members. Example, when you talk about, let's use Maduko Okoye, when the issue of Maduko Okoye had, he nearly quit, but his family was with him. That's number one. Calvin Bassey, that's natural. You see him invited, he's just a peaceful person when you see him there. Online, rooted family culture. No matter anything rooted, will be family. Now, why did I say there are some players that cannot withstand pressure? Let me use a better Chelsea.
So,
A better Chelsea can never withstand pressure the fact that he went to interview and he said, "I thank God that I did." Smith will tell you.
He said he thank God say you don't play for Nigeria because of the things the other players are telling him that now everything when I go see for them this.
The question you ask yourself, the same thing other players are telling him is also what they tell other players that they decided to withstand the pressure.
Because those ones don't lose hope, say they fit play for those countries. Because they've lost hope. But we want
nobody. Calvin Bassey did not lose hope. If Olayina is still playing, Olayina will also play for England.
Why? Why do you think
so? Hold on now. If you look at this thing, before Lookman came to Super Eagles, he contacted the coach of England. He made sure that things are okay.
Exactly.
Then he left. He did not want to play. Now, is he withstanding the pressure? He's withstanding the pressure.
He has no choice. He's there already.
No, he has the choice. He has the choice.
He will stop playing for national team.
He has the choice. He has the choice. He has the choice.
What choice does he have?
He has a choice. And if the game he played in Europa, he will still be invited to play in England.
I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
Sincere question now. Do you think that Lookman will make this England team?
No, 100%. A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus. Smith. God have mercy. Smith, I know what you are doing, but you're the last one. I know what. He will. Wait, I'm coming. He will be because he can play 3 positions in a row.
I also think he will make it.
He will. Tell me, Smith. If Madueke
he will
will
make it now. He
Well-
was not able to make it then. Let's be sincere with
now,
ourselves.
make it even
But
if
then,
we get
has
see
improved a lot.
now the thing is this.
And coming to
Now-
the Super Eagles helped him because
No,
he was able to gain confidence. He was able to
I
do all these
disagree.
things.
No, I disagree with that. I keep on disagreeing with
Okay, I
that. I keep on disagreeing with that because I do not think Super Eagles help him. Super Eagles is among those. He helped himself. He helped himself.
He helped himself.
I want us to know this. See, when people say, when people
helped his confidence level.
now when people say Super Eagles help him, I don't like it because when you say it, what I'm hearing is without Super Eagles, he cannot play. Without the Super Eagles, he cannot be where he is.
Make we not waste time.
Are you getting me?
Now, guess my question. This one.
I have already addressed your question. In terms of
players that are not there yet, and you think that something philosophically, psychologically, you think that they will not be able to survive in Nigeria for whatever reason. Say you know their family need. You said
I say Madueke cannot survive to play in Super Eagles number one. I'm coming. I will mention them. Eberechi and
who got higher mental strength between Chukwueze and Madueke?
I am coming, Smith. I'm coming. And who again? Olise. Now, Madueke, PHG. He was how old? He was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? Mm-hmm. At that time, how many players does we have?
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to start from under 20.
Mm-hmm.
18 years old. He's supposed to start under 20. Eberechi, how old was he? 18 years old. And he was invited to play for Super Eagles the same way they invited Johanna right now. You get my point? Now, how old was Chukwueze then? When was he playing then?
I think it was 18. He was playing Villarreal.
Now, Madueke is 24 years. Chukwueze is how old? 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
We do tell you that football is dynamic in process. At that particular point in time, Chukwueze was balling. I don't see any special thing about Madueke.
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying it. I do not. Now, that is where we have. Now, wait now. Wait now. I'm coming now.
Answer his question. So there's no next
Nigeria. What will make him not survive or cope with
He will not. Now,
the only reason you gave now for other people that can survive is that
he will not. Now, he will not. Okay.
These guys does not have family support that can make them survive when they come and face it.
Let me understand your player. Eberechi cannot survive because of what? He does not have that moral confidence to play for Super Eagles. He went for interview. We saw what he said.
Yes,
he went for interview. I don't care. That is what they tell other people, and other people stayed.
They stay because they have no choice. He has a choice.
No, don't say so. They have choice. They have choice. Don't say they don't have choice. Iwobi have choice. Olaimo has choice. Kabibasi have choice. You get my point. Now, Smith, are you telling me that?
I start a table for you. Kabibasi is our best defender now. He's practically the best African defender now. But I'm telling you categorically, in my own face, is it they make schoolboy mistake for Fulham?
Kabibasi will play in
they are appreciating him because he's trying for us.
I am telling you, I disagree with you.
And he's still improving.
I disagree with you. Kabibasi.
Can you challenge that the guy is still making schoolboy mistake?
Everybody makes mistakes. Now, I disagree with you. I disagree with you, Salamso. Kabibasi will play in it.
Please hold on. Salamso, do you think McGuey is better than Kabibasi?
Of course. McGuey is more mature. He's also making mistakes, but he's more mature than Kabibasi in the defense. Yes, Kabibasi is strong. He appears, very rugged. But the reality is that look at his coordination as the last man. And now McGuey maybe because McGuey is playing with better defenders, fine. Maybe then it helps him a lot. But I'm telling you that if you look at their play, look at maturity and composure. Go and see Fulham and see some goals that they're scoring. You look at it and like, how did these guys make this kind of mistake? No sentiment, and I'm not trying to shade the guy. He's our best man. He's the best in Africa now. But what I'm telling you is that for the kind of defenders that I'm used to, you get maturity-wise, composure and everything. He has a lot to learn. And he's improving every day. And if the guy maybe extra few years more, by the time we go to the next World Cup, we have somebody like Cannavaro in him. Fine. But did he just get there in one day? No.
I think I disagree. What is helping? Now?
I don't want to argue different places. So are you satisfied with Ombodi's answer?
He has not allowed me to talk.
What he has said now is just his own personal sentiment, saying
it's not personal.
Let me do a recap. What he said is those guys that stayed back in Nigeria, that when they had pressure from the Nigerian fans or this or that their families were with them and they were able to cope. These people that you are now saying that did not get invites or they have not decided to come to Nigeria, that they cannot cope. My question to you is that, are you saying that they are lonely? We obviously know that do
you know the highest mistake you make? You would have asked me what do I mean by pressure? You have now assumed, look at what you did, assume by pressure by fans. That is not it.
Okay, explain your pressure.
Allow me. That is the question you need to ask me. When we talk about pressure, we talk about cultural identity. We talk about treatment of players. We talk about the ethics. Now, when we talk about pressure, can Eberechi stay? No, he cannot. When he left, he went for a podcast. Now, when you look at the lifestyle of Olise, what is his name? Olise what? Yeah, Smith. He can't withstand the pressure from the NFF. He can't even. He will give up. Sometimes he will declare, "I don't want to play for Super Eagles." Go back to his club to see how company is holding him. You look at the people's mentality. Can they withdraw all the challenges that were coming up from the NFF? Madueke, when you talk about Madueke, when you talk about Madueke, in fact, whether Madueke, the only thing that helped Madueke is his management. I don't see any special thing about Madueke. Mm-hmm. I don't see any special thing about him. If his management is helping him. So nobody should bring up. The only person that I'm regretting that we did not bring is Saka. Saka has that pressure. He can withstand the pressure. He has the mentality. He has the IQ. He has the cultural orientation.
How you say this guy is not get cultural orientation?
If a Benechese has a cultural orientation, hold on, wait now. If a Benechese has a cultural orientation, why must he go to the interview and begin to talk? Say that Onwa corrected him to tell you the kind of mindset he has. It's not all about bringing people. Can they withstand anything that comes? Madoka, we saw the pressure that he has. Let's talk about pressure from the fans. But still, the family helped him out. Even one of the NFF presidential aspirants was they were challenging him, but now still, he's still managing.
Okay, don't worry, because of time. Because of time. I want to, because there's a question that you actually will disagree, so I can allow you as something to actually go. You said something that I'm so sad that you said that politics can. Sorry, you said sport can thrive without politics. I'm so sad that you have to get it right before sports can work. But you said that we don't need to get it right in Nigeria. Sport can work in isolation. So can you explain that point quickly, please?
Thank God my Oga Mr. Day is here. Morocco is not getting it right in politics, but they are getting it right in sports. That's number one. Hold on, I'm coming. When you talk about sports, I don't have to be a politician to be a sportsman. I don't need politics to be a sportsman. What I need is passion to make people happy. I need to help the government. I don't need to begin to depend on the government to help. Gusau is supposed to help the government to thrive. Amaju is supposed to help the government to work. All the FS who are not into the politics need to help them to work, but they are not helping them. Rather, they are depending on the what politics. First, and politics have to demarcate. You have to, if you are not a politician, let me use this person as an example. What is it? This guy, chairman of the Rangers, what's his name?
Amobi.
Amobi is not a politician.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the chairman? Is he doing things right for Rangers to be? I'm coming, Smith. I'm coming, Smith.
The appointment he got is even political.
I'm coming. Politics, a political, so they can appoint you. It's not necessarily you have to be a politician to work as a sports person. I don't need to be a politician to work as a sport. You can appoint me to come and work. For example, there are Bishop Hassan Kuka work with the federal government. He's not a politician.
But he's an administrative politics.
Eh?
But he needs to work politics.
Now, if you talk about government can appoint you, it's not necessarily that you have to be a politician. That was paused. You can appoint me. It's not that I must belong to a political party to do this. No, I don't need to belong to any political party.
In nature, don't worry. We are all political in nature.
Man by human being is a political in nature, yes. But what we are talking about is what I mean by one cannot be a politician before you become a sports person is being elected or aspiring to be elected in politics or doing election to become a governor aspirant to get this, to get it. No.
Let me tell you about one of these guys now, the DG of sports. What's his name again? If I don't Ozogula. No. The Ozogula is the Ozeguro is the chairman of Gapapata. Ozogula is the
Bukola Olopade.
Bukola Olopade. Bukola Olopade, okay, was the former commissioner of sports during Otunbagbenga Daniel's administration in the state. Bukola Olopade led the Gateway Games 2006 and the building of the 4 stadiums they built in Ogun State, and also attracted that FIFA under 17. What is it called? Or is it under 20 under 17 that they played?
17.
Yes. 17. So playing one of the stadiums that they built that time. So apart from politics that these people are trying to certify their orga, they are experienced enough on the job to know how to succeed in that sector. Shehu Diko has been in the sports arena for years. Okay, so it's not take away the politician in him. He's been in the system for too long to not be successful. Them not being successful or not taking the right decision or not making the right policies is because of selfish interest that is conflicting with their ways of trying to succeed. Masai, that Smith played the video for us today, said he spoke to Shehu Diko, meaning that Shehu Diko could have taken that idea and fly with it. However, I make a contradict Smith a little. If Shehu Diko could have done anything better, he would have just gone to the president by himself. The fact that Masai was part of the people that was there in front seat, it wouldn't have been without Shehu Diko and Abike Dabiri's influence. I can tell you that for sure. So the guy might not have made a formal, direct move. The move that the guy Masai was in front seat in that meeting, okay, was because of those guys that he has spoken to before that meeting. So let's not just dismiss them. You get what I'm saying? However, there are still things that are spoiling the show for them. They will allow him to talk in that meeting, but at the back end, there are things that they will be demanding that will be scattering the things. The guy will just get frustrated and leave. We have achieved a lot in Nigeria. We've hosted this thing that you're talking about, hosting a CAF nation, CAF, what is it called now? 12 awards and all those things. Go back, come hosted it back to back in 2013, 14 or 2012, 2013 in Neko Hotel and Suites. Back to back. We've hosted Nations Cup. We've hosted FIFA under 17. The thing is that if there is a political will, under 20, if there is a political will, Smith, I have always messaged on the comment section before that if there is a political will, we can host Nations Cup in 3 years. We are a rich nation.
Yes.
All those they can just to identify the stadium they want to improve and the cities, and we can achieve it. The fact that we are not doing it is because they are not willing to do it. If they are ready to do it and the president is interested, let's say we have a president that is really interested in sports or football, that thing will be a campaign strategy for them and they will achieve it in a few years before the next election.
Okay. Can I ask a question? Why are they not willing?
Why they are not doing
it? Not willing to do it. Now, look at this.
That's not the call for the president now. Maybe he's interested in finance or maybe he's agriculture or the other thing.
The problem is that those people handling our football, they are incompetent. They are incompetent. Let me tell you this. One can be a sports person without being a politician. I stand on my ground. One can be a sports person without being a politician. What you have to have is what? You must be a leader. You must be a manager. You must have financial and marketing. It's not necessary that I have to be elected as a political post before I become. No. Look at the people handling Senegal this thing. Come on, man. You have to be an organization. No, it's not necessary that they have to be a politician. That's where my argument is. You don't have to be a political. A politician can invite you. Then the question: how can you be able to contribute to make things great?
See, this question was going on, but Salamso, you have opened, and I won't let you. What I was trying to say, you helped me articulate it very well. That these people, if you don't do their bidding, you are just doing the way you are just you go talk tire. They know exactly what they are doing. And shout out to everybody told me that these guys are not intelligent, but it's like they are cunning. They know exactly how to do this cunning thing and manipulate. This award that I'm talking about, the money they used to withdraw from federal account. And what benefit is this one having? It's going to favor the hoteliers, people that have hotel. How many people will it favor? So, in my own opinion, I just think that we need to do better. So, final thoughts in 30 seconds before I let you go and Umberry. And that somebody didn't want to agree with you. You want to any final thought?
Argument. He asked me a question. I have to.
Final thought is no player. No, I don't believe in my picking of play for Nigeria because of these things challenges we are facing. However, I don't think that there is any Nigerian picking.
Don't say that,
Mr. Adedotun is here. He might not have taken his kids back home, but he cannot stand here and tell me that his kids are not eating a bar. He's not telling them some things. He's not making them feel Nigeria. Do you understand?
Why not?
Exactly. So if we are here and we are saying that people like Eze is not some people. Eze, of course, is well connected to Nigeria. Might not have been going on, but we can see from his comments on his things that is connected back home. Same thing with Tom Ori that said they didn't call him on this thing. Those guys made attempts. It's because of the way what they got, what they received that from the FA that is making them not to come. That is that on those players. You saying somebody can withstand pressure or somebody cannot withstand pressure. If they come, they get the right things, they will survive. So that is that. About Nigeria, I stand by my point. We need to get politics right. We need to push a lot of things. If you see a president, Senegal that you mentioned, that has been doing successful, they have been successful with what they are doing, is because they have a president that is buying the idea of all the proposals they are bringing in front of him. Masai challenged our president that, sir, don't give me money. It's my money. I have the money. If those guys working under the president are there to support him without collecting anything, that thing will be successful. The president will only listen to those people and not to Masai. When they come with all these political proposals or sports or in any sector, all those governors, presidents, they get proposals on daily basis. The thing is that they have the political will to sign it off. You know, if there is no environment, let's say for example, president did not give them land or did not allow them access to the national stadium that they want to renovate, would they be able to renovate it? No. Would they be able to bring sponsors to come and do anything? No. So we still need these politicians to sign off the last signature for us to achieve.
So this also a question. This is yours, yes or no. Do you think the president likes sports?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and that's why we are where we are today. If somebody that likes sports, it will be a part of the agenda. Right now, the president is interested in other sectors, and I don't want to mention those sectors. Those ones are me. But now it's the sport support for him. Do you understand? It's just aside. And the only way they can convince the president to carry our money or give a final signature on sport is what they did to the governor of Delta. Do you understand? Do small cajoling and say, oh God, to sign this money for us to bring our Super Eagles player, that kind of thing. That kind of packaging is what they can do for president. And president will just say, okay, make that one too, just come on, just go for my desk. You get. But personally, as an individual, I don't think the current president is interested in anything sports. I rest my case.
Thank you, Amso. And please come regularly. I really enjoy you. We want to see you in Europe very soon. Thank you, Amso. That's very interesting. So, the final words.
Okay.
Let's finish. So, we do one thing. Just let somebody finish. We'll go do them together for the Somebody, please, final thought. 10 seconds.
Okay, let me tell you all this. Not all the players have that can withstand pressure. So far, if you are born abroad, there's a difference between you are born abroad and you are born in Nigeria. There are people that can withstand the pressure. There are some people that cannot withstand the pressure. Pressure from the NFF, pressure for not paying this, all these things. They can't withstand it. And some of them will end up, I don't want to play for Nigeria. And some of them will begin to delay. You call them, they say, give me time, this, let me see whether they have
Okay. Let me ask you a question now, just to wrap it up. Ashley Plunter, do you have the vibe that she can withstand pressure or?
Ashley Plunter, what helps Ashley Plunter was Randy Wardrobe.
So if Wazimura was in there, she would
actually,
not.
That foundation, that would have been a very serious problem. We had that he drink coffee, he would go and give them money, and they would say, the mentality he had that when you give money, when you spend your money, you will be reimbursed. That is that mentality she has. But when he did that, Nigeria couldn't understand, and it becomes a pressure. When the Wandrona came, organize them, bring people born abroad. There are so many players born abroad in Super Falcons, things begins to work. Now, this man has come. That foundation is still there. There will be a time he will just, I'm done. Because I've achieved what I want to achieve.
Do you think that the time is near?
Definitely. How old is she?
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. The only thing that when you look at the whole thing, he might put the national team, focus on the club lady to make some money. Maybe if she want to coach, she can move into coaching in Saudi Arabia.
Yes, she's doing that. I think she got your Fabi already.
God bless you. That is it. You see him coaching because what he wanted in England, he couldn't find it. He said, okay, I want to play national team. Let's go to Nigeria. If not because of the help of around the world, assuming that what was his name? That coach is there.
Just magical.
There are so many things that will be a fault, and she will talk. You see, right? So there are some players I keep on saying that cannot withstand pressure. Not all the players.
Yeah.
Then when you look at the sports and the politics, you need to market these two things. Because the people handling our football does not understand the passion in sports. They have killed the passion in our sports. If not like that, now give somebody like me sports. I'm not a politician. I will make Tinubu that does not love sports to love sports. I don't need Tinubu to love sports. Rather, I will make him to love sports.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that I will look at it.
Oh, well, I know people, yeah, but Omeri is very passionate and
So and if you disagree with me, tell me the reason. It's not saying you disagree with.
no.
No, I'm looking at comments.
Don't look at comments.
No, I don't have a problem with comments. Please, for sake, if you say you disagree with me, I understand it's not a problem. But tell me the reason why you disagree with me. Don't use emotional. Hey, I disagree with you. No. The reason. Let me learn from you.
Kevin, Marvel, if you want to challenge Omeri, you come and challenge him. Omeri, but thank you for your time. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, let him come up, then I will come back later.
Yeah, thank you. Anything you want to say quickly before we play our game?
Thank you.
So I'm going to call yesterday. I didn't call you, but don't worry.
Understand.
I don't want to come and you are our encyclopedia. So the question I'm going to ask you is going to just be 3 questions. But so where is Prof Dato? Prof Dato, I think you are here before. You just left. Okay. So I don't know.
Let me just say this to Humble Henry. Humble, you see, you cannot say, I've already been telling you, you can't just say, oh, this thing. Smith, thank God you live in UK. When it comes to football, the pressure is in England, especially the national team, is far, far higher than that of Nigeria. With all what this guy did for them, Dave Beckham, when he made them lose, when he made miss a penalty, what they do to him? What they do to him? They called him names. They even said they even wished his kids to die. Which will never happen in Nigeria. Any player that can play for England can withstand any pressure. That what I want to understand. Any player that can play for England can withstand any pressure. There's no pressure in Nigerian football. I've been for this thing for years. We're so passionate. But English fans, which was what Saka did, what they call him. So that one I want Omeri to understand that, like I always say, I told I am more today on phone, that I will never, ever blame these guys for not choosing Nigeria about the country they were born, because that's the grew in. Smith, we are raising our children abroad. They are born to that culture. They have the cultural system of where they are born. So I will not blame these children. That's one thing. That one they know. Fine, I don't agree with that statement from what do you call it? Ebere when say thank God. But these ones, they will say it the way they feel. They will say it the way they feel. They will not hide anything. They might be they're always wrong. They might be wrong, but they will say it the way they feel. We never can say, oh Smith, you always say that these boys, they talk, they communicate. Maybe one of the INI boys that was dealt with by our football administrators might have told Ebere say that look at what happened, and the boy say, thank God I did not play. So any player that is playing for England, somewhere can withstand any pressure. That one I want you to know about that. And that one player who don't have culture, you don't say that. You just say that these guys, because they didn't play for Nigeria, you cannot say they don't have that Nigerian culture. That's just it.
Oh, thank you.
Except one that don't have relationship with their Nigerian side, Nigerian side of the divide. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's just play our game quickly. It's just like a game, I like to challenge you. I like to challenge you with a game. So it's about old school football. So it's about how to identify what players. So I'm going to start with the easy one. I think that is probably the easy one. So I would like you to identify 2 players from this picture. I don't know. Can you identify 2 players from this picture quickly?
Can you make it bigger?
Okay, I think it's already bigger. I think it's already big on the screen. The 2 pictures, those 2 players in this picture, 2 players that played for Super Eagles here. The picture. This is when they were playing under 17. The one wearing number 6 and the goalkeeper.
This under 17. No, this no.
This is not surprise. Okay, let me give you another hint again. The goalkeeper played in South Africa. Okay, I'll give you the hints now. What about this one? The one on the left. The one on the left, that number 6 played AFCON 2006. People already said it in this thing, AFCON 2006. Joseph Enakire. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So another one. So on this picture here, there is Obina Nwaneri. Who is with Obina Nwaneri here?
It's not Kujita.
No. Who is with Obina Nwaneri here?
I know that's Obina Nwaneri.
Yes.
And this is not she. These are definitely not she. This is definitely not she.
Is a tough defender.
This if I'm going to say this like Sheyo Kusoya.
No.
If
they play together, the very tough player, very tough defender. His head is always shiny in that floodlight. It was shiny in Cairo when they played against Ismaili of Egypt.
I can't remember. But all I know that I think one was pairing Romano Sojinta.
No.
Of blessed memory.
Imagine, even in the comment section, nobody knows this guy. Yeah.
Who is this?
It's Uga Opara. Uga Opara. It's Uga. It's Uga Opara. He's not got anyone though. Okay. So last one. Last one. This picture. These are the Wale Bridge Boys, is it?
Beggar.
They playing against a particular team here in 1998. What is the name of this team? If you are big, yes. What is the name of this team?
This team does IGI support to this IGI you're supporting one team.
It's sponsored by IGI.
IGI was supporting one team then.
Yes. It's IGI.
No, which was IGI sporting?
This should be easy. This should be easy. This should be easy. No, I don't think you prepare well next time. Because you just woke up.
No. Not Eagle Cement.
No, you already just giving you suggestions. Not Eagle Cement.
Not Eagle Cement. IGI was pushing on team. You know, we had that's a Milo was pushing one team.
The team have played in the Champions League before and they did well.
Wait. This is shooting.
This is not Shooting Stars.
Wait. IGI spotted shooting at point in time. This
team. Oh my days. I can see that majority of people in the comment section never get it right. Oh, that is interesting. No, not Bende.
Not insurance.
Okay, because of time. Because of time. Let me see, maybe I can see one comment because of time. is
No.
Canopilas.
Pillars.
Canopilas. Because I can see that from that jersey, she would know, from that jersey, because there's no badge there. Maybe probably
Insurance, even then too, insurance was wearing yellow.
Yellow, but you can see that their stripe, this thing, is different from the bending insurance actually was yellow. So I don't know if you didn't get anyone right, but I understand that.
I know that the yellow guy, not the camouflage, that guy Jos Vega, that's Abebido Jen Court.
Yeah, it's
Jen Court.
So it's actually what. Otherwise, you just say Canopilas after I've said the answer, but that's just a gift.
That yellow guy is Jen Court.
Yeah.
Sunday Nebare.
Yeah, we're just trying to introduce you to what is coming. Between me and Idotun is coming. So just to introduce you, it's going to be very. It's going to be very interesting. I just say, I didn't even tell him. Just say you should come and warm up first. So, but shout out to you.
Where get this picture from?
You will not know.
Do you have our own picture?
Don't worry. I did a lot of. You see, there's so many.
Our own picture, flaming, all stars.
Yeah. It's just okay. I will try and involve Henry too, because I know that I involved you and Henry during the AFCON that we're doing the things together. So there's I got it, Mr. Smith. You said it. No, when I said Canopilas, that's when you said it, Kevin Marvel. So I thought we'll go be doing, there's a lot of things coming. It's just that I'm trying to clear my feet on my table. So, but we go.
QT, love any teams. That way it came out. That way I just came out.
But I thought before I go, let me just show you something. This is 17 camp, but look at that number 2. That's what I said.
I know I just said
Nakiri was young here. You know that?
He was young. He was young.
Young. That's what I said. Think she was young. But there's no worry. There's so many in our archives. So that we go to bring it out. I wanted to bring some that the pictures of I think when he was second in AFCON. I was will you get this picture? I think you're gonna get it right. Because he's so different compared to before in his later life. So I thought to I know that you just woke up, but thank you for stopping by. So I just warm you up now without even calling you. So there's more of this.
No, I woke up, I just joined the life. Like I said, the children here in America they vacated today. So
okay.
Or like, what's this one? I was just like watching because I've been so tired moving from one hour to another.
Yeah. So don't worry, but I will call you at the back.
Yeah, we'll talk. Right? Yeah.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah. So that is that today. I spent almost 4 hours, but I want to appreciate all those that sent joined. If everyone, thank you for joining. I appreciate you a lot. Everybody that joined, salam. So I'm wearing my man to Charles. Charles joined it not. So Prof Dato, I plan to bring you on, but you did not. And also to Eri, to Kulexi, to Temitokwe, to everybody that actually was that joined it, even if you didn't even come on here, to Mr. Yusuf too. Thank you. Okay, this was 95. Yusuf would have got a very good right. I can see that he got it right. That was 95. Yes, he got it right. That was around 95. That was well done. This is Yusuf, Mr. Yusuf. Well done. Thank you, Mr. for all coming on. Too nice to see you back again. That is that on Friday Night Football Club. So I might probably, because I don't know. During the week, I'll be live during the week. Just to, I know that the week is very busy. So, see you again next one. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And God bless our continent of Africa. Thank you.
Dance football. For the love of the game.